Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the second episode of Dope Musica, the podcast here on the Trailblazer, where we're inviting different artists from all around the world, kind of with the end goal to just unify, hip hop scenes. And there's a lot of cool stuff going on underground, and not everyone is always tapped in. So today we have the honor of having Jose Franco SSW in the building. Um, from Chicago, we go back a little bit, just through a mutual connection with the late Young Birds. But he's been going off. He's been making unique music for a long time now, and yeah, it's about time the world starts recognizing that, man. So welcome to the show, brother.
Appreciate you having me, my boy. Rest in peace, Birds, like you said. Real brother right there. But yeah, bro. I'm excited to be on here. This is the first conversation that I've ever had, like, about music or anything like that, like any interview style, whatever. So I'm excited.
Yeah, that's an honor, man. And honestly, it's a pleasure to have someone on here that, like, through listening to your catalog and the music, um, it's some real portrait shit going on. Like, you're clearly you're taking your time with your stuff, and you're doing things right. Like, you're packing a lot of life, a lot of substance into all of these tracks. And it's all curated like real nicely. Like, just listening through it, you know, I hardly know you, bro, but I feel like I know you through your music. And I think
Yeah.
that that's something that we could all aim to do, and that a lot of people could learn from, man. So kudos to that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate you even listening because, like you said, like you feel like you know me through my music. I try to be as honest as possible. The last album that I just put out, I made over the last 2 years, and the last 2 years of my life were fucking crazy, bro. Like, not even with just COVID, like before COVID, bro. 2019, I lost my dad and I lost Birds, and so I was going through it, and then fucking 2020 happened. I was like, all right, 2020 is about to be my year. 2019 was fucked up. Everything's about to get so much
Yeah.
better, and then boom, bro. Here we are a whole year later.
The least probable shit that anyone would have predicted. It's
Bro,
like,
it
yeah, this
was
is.
wild, bro. It was a crazy year, but yeah, man, just trying to experiment, trying to talk about what's going on in my life with my music, and that's all I can really do.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. So that, I mean, you've been putting out projects for a while now, but what number is this? Like, where does that land on your catalog?
Uh, I don't know, bro, because if you ask me, it's my first one, but every time I put something out, it's my first one.
I feel that.
But like, I mean, like real talk, like real bodies of work. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I've been making music since I was like 15 years old. So I think 2013, I put out like my first like little mixtape. Like when I was still in high school.
2013.
Yeah, 2013, I put out a little mixtape, and then I put two more like mixtapes out. So three, and then like two more EPs after that. So this is probably like my sixth like full body of work, but it's my first like like my first
The
album. I'm calling
debut
it my
album.
album. Yeah, like the debut album. But every time I drop something, I'm like, it's my first, it's my first. But like part of it is because like, it's like you're developing as an artist throughout. Like, when I first started, I dropped mixtape when I first, like, I had only been rapping for like 2 months, and I dropped my first tape. So you go back and listen to it, and you're like, bro, this shit is ass. Oh, can I swear on this?
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah, all
bro.
right, cool. Yeah, I was like, you go back and listen to it, and like, I'm like, oh, bro, I hope nobody ever sees this, hears this. It was awful. So there's a bunch of like character development along the years, and then this is like my first like, I'm like, all right, like
Mhm.
this is everything. This is like all the past years of like trying different sounds and messing with different shit. Like, it finally, like, we're here. This is where we're at with it. So
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel you, man, because it's like every time you drop something, it's kind of like, in a way, it's your mantra. So you're being reborn every time, and I don't know. That's just how I feel. So I
yeah,
definitely know what you mean, and yeah, but there, like, you could tell too, because if you go back and you listen to a lot of people, like, even in their earliest discographies, that shit is dope because you could always see and appreciate growth. Like, that's something that
yeah,
has a lot of value. That shows you're human just like everyone. Like you had to work hard for this shit. You had to put in the time, God knows how many hours, and just like say fuck you to the world and keep going hard. And that's something that is all, it looks a lot easier from the outside, but that's just
Oh yeah.
real, and it's a lot of sacrifice and pain that goes into these bars sometimes. And but yeah, man, it definitely has that like debut album feel. You've been dropping hella visuals for it. Like how many visuals you dropped for it already? Like 3 or 4?
Off the album, it's only been 2, and I'm about to drop a third one this month. So I'm just trying to drop something off the album every month. So I'm sitting on like 3 videos right now already, ready for this month, April and May. And then, you know, as time goes, so I kind of like, I'm sitting on some stuff, so that way I got excuse me, so I got time to work on like more videos and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And that was something that was really important to me when I was working on this project, because I was like, you know, I dropped a demo in 2019 when my pops first passed away. I dropped a little 5-song EP, and I was like, yo, like this is fire, blah blah. And then I dropped it, and I didn't really like come with like the visuals or like push it as much as I should. But yeah, bro. So as far as the videos, like I'm just I put out 2 so far off the album. So like the first song, I dropped one in on January 19th when I dropped the album, just kind of like a, you know, to accompany the drop. And then I dropped one last month. I'm dropping another one this month, and I'm just trying to like keep hitting one every month. So I'm sitting on like 3 videos right now. And then, you know, I'm lined up until June already, and then just keep shooting and try to shoot something, because there's 11 songs on the project. So I think I could drop a video for every song like all year.
And that's live, man. I think the last person to do that was like 50 Cent, right? Or some shit.
Probably.
I think he did, bro, for one of his albums. I can't remember which one. I think it was like 20 songs, and he dropped a video for every single one.
That's crazy.
And it worked. So nah, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I
bro,
love,
because yeah, like the visuals are a big part of like pushing the music. You know what I mean? Especially for somebody who like I'm local, you know what I mean? I'm not no like big, like I got like 700 followers on Instagram, you know what I mean? So like in order to like get people to like really listen and understand the music, especially because the music is so different, I gotta hit them with the visuals and make it make sense to people, you know?
and yeah, dude, I think you do it pretty well, because I think that your visuals have been like adding another layer and just context to the sounds. Like they really go together, and I think that's important, because a lot of times like visuals could do like the adverse effect on a song. You know, like I felt that on several of my videos, like especially early on. I'm like, oh bro, this shit is kind of taking away more than adding. So it's good that you see it that way. And I could like I definitely appreciate it, because the visuals are like, I don't know, you're real creative and ill with it. Like kind of what do you shoot on? It's like just
Bro,
the vintage like camcorder vibes. Like I fuck
bro,
with
it's a little camcorder. Hold on, let me get it. It's right here.
That's
what I
it.
shot my last couple videos. I mean,
Man.
I'm like kind of cheating, because this is what I shoot most of my stuff on. But I also got like friends who help me shoot, and so they got like the real cameras, like the Sony A7 and like stuff like that. But anytime I'm doing a video, this is all I got at the crib. You know, I had a Panasonic GH4 back, because I used to shoot videos for other artists and stuff. And you know, after I got done with that, I kind of just sold my camera. Hey. Little girl all over me. I saw my camera, and I was like, let me just, bro, because that was like $1,000 camera. All right, you need to sit down. I was like, bro, I'm just get something like this. And so if you go and watch the Reacquainted music video, the one I dropped last month with my girl, we shot everything on this. We shot half of the footage on this, and then the other half we were using her laptop, the MacBook Pro that I had, that, you know, RIP. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to salvage it, but we shot it just like with the
webcam.
Yeah, bro.
No way.
If you go back and look at some of the scenes, like you could see there's a scene where like we're in the bed, and it's kind of shooting off the mirror, you could see the laptop just laying right there, like facing the mirror. I was just shooting straight off that. But yeah, bro, we ended up we messed up that camera, bro. This little girl's all over me. Yeah.
What's her name?
That's Molly.
Molly or Miley?
Molly.
Oh, okay.
Molly.
Dope.
Yeah, she's. Oh my god, I have so many cats. But yeah, bro. So we had the webcam, bro, and we were at this like nice ass hotel. My girl got us like this room for my birthday. And there was a big like walk-in shower, right? Like this beautiful ass shower, like 3-4 shower heads, and there's like a bench, right? There's like a bench, and then there's like a smaller, like, I thought it was just a shelf above it, so where like you could put, whatever you want to put up there, like drinks or Nacho. So we were like, let's go, like, let's chill in the shower, let's like, like smoke a little bit, and we'll like play music on the laptop right there. We'll put it under the shelf so it doesn't get wet. And she's like, cool, whatever. So I bring the laptop and I forgot what I went to go get. And she turns on the shower heads. There's like 4 or 5 different knobs. She turns them all on and she screams. She's like, Joey. I was like, what? I run in there. Bro, this thing that we thought was a shelf, that was another shower head. It was another big ass shower head.
That shit was the waterfall, bro.
Bro, so I go and it's just pouring all over the laptop, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. We just shot this whole video on this webcam. So bro, I took it out real quick. I tried to like let it air out and it ended up dying on me. I sent it over to my cousin and he was able to like get some of the memory going and he ended up fixing it. He's like, bro, the monitor's just dead. But if you connect it with like an HDMI to another screen, it'll work again. And so I was doing that for a while and it was working fine. And then out of nowhere, bro, it just turned off. So whatever, I was able to get the video, get that finished and edited.
It's probably got one more life in it, if I had to guess.
Yeah, bro, I think I could bring it back for a couple more months,
Yeah.
But it was wet, bro. It was so bad, bro. It was fucked up.
That's the worst.
It is what it is. Right now we're rocking what we got. Still making shit happen.
Nah, that's cool, man. There's a saying, uno hace lo que puede, no lo que quiere. So
yeah, exactly.
That's live, man. If you could do that much with that little, like, that's that's crazy, bro.
And that's how I approach all my stuff, bro. All my stuff, because even like a lot of the album I was recording on like my EP that I dropped before the album, I recorded on a PlayStation 4 headset, It's like just the headset and the laptop, or like even the whole album I recorded like sitting right here in the seat, just with I have a real mic or whatever, but I don't really know too much about engineering.
Yeah, you just lay the vocals and send them in, or go work.
I lay the vocals and then shout out Jack Flash. He helped me clean everything up and he mixed and mastered the album. He did a really good job with it.
Jack Flash, dope. You still work with Thomas?
No, I haven't worked with Thomas in a minute, bro. But shout out Thomas. Thomas be going crazy.
Yeah, shout out Big Wet Studios, bro. He's a natural.
Yeah, he's raw. No, I've just been recording at the crib, and like even that EP that I put out, I sent over to my homie Tombo over in Wisconsin. He's part of the 6 Out World like I am, and he was just mixing all my stuff for me. And then with the album, I was just like, let me go to like a legit studio and like book some time and stuff like that. Because Jack Flash is like, he's been around, I mean, he's done a lot of work. I'll just say that, he's done a lot of good work. And so tapped in with him, cleaned up my album for me, and the rest is history.
Where's a lot of the production coming from on this one, or just in general?
The production's all in-house. It's all 6 Out World. So half the album really was Tombo, my homie that I was just talking about, and then my other homie Fambo, he produced the other half, and then Nancy too. Nancy produced he's got like one song on there. Oh, and shout out Edwin HD. He's my homie from Pittsburgh. He's got the last song on the album. He produced that. So it's all in house, and then the homie from Pittsburgh.
Nice, man. That's dope, because you could tell how it all matches up. And sometimes when you're doing multi productions and stuff, it's hard to have like that triangle or whatever of
Yeah, facts.
communication between different people to like achieve the same sound. So that's dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah, because
Um
they like really understand where I'm going with like my music and like what I'm trying to do. So they were just like sending me beats. I probably have like 100 beats from them combined, and then
that's a
just picked
blessing,
out.
bro.
Yeah, bro. That's you know the whole camp is going crazy. So
Cool. So is there any other like vocalists or rappers that you're collaborating in within that camp? Like I've never even heard of them. So if you could just say like speak a little like
yeah.
who compromises part of that group, where they at, what are they doing?
Well, Six Out Worlds is me, Fambo, Tombo,
Oh,
Nancy, Bella Seth, and Trapstello. And so Kai does Trapstello does like videos and stuff like that. So Nancy does music. Everybody does music. Everybody does a little bit of everything though. That's what I'm fucking with. Because everybody's doing like videos. Nancy's making clothes and stuff. He's working with the Gear Symbol Boys. Shout out them. Doing clothes, pop-ups, painting, all types of stuff. So kind of like we're all whatever we need from each
yeah.
other, we just bring it all together. But as far as like collabs, both like as far as rappers go, like the only person I'm making music with, or I have made music with, recently is Fiji. Like as far as like rapping together, shout out my brother. That's
My
my
boy.
guy. Boy, our boy, yeah, for sure, yeah, because you know him too. But
Legendary.
yeah. Chicago legend. He's about to drop some. He's about to drop some crazy shit. Like he's been real quiet, but he's been working, bro. And so yeah, but I've been working with him, and then my homie Psych the Drug. Got a couple songs with him coming. But as far as like real vocal features, like I haven't really done too much. But I'm trying to do more for sure. And the album is like it's just me, you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's dope though, because I think as a like introduction, calling it like the debut album and stuff like that, there's no masking going on, like there's no like fill-ins, like no crutches, like some
Yeah,
people is like they stack it up with features, and that's cool too, but it's a different end goal that you're reaching. Like this one
exactly.
is
Yeah,
more of the
because like when
portrait.
yeah, for sure. Because people definitely like the shit that comes out now, like the hot shit is like you'll get 5, 6, 7, 8 features, and because then you're like trying to make your shit sell and stuff like that. But with me, I was just like, I got so much to say. There's not even any room for anybody else to come and say anything. Like I just need to
Yeah.
like really bleed everything that I was going through. Just like put it all out there. But
And that's a lot easier to do from the crib too, is what I found. It's
oh
like,
yeah,
it's hard to put the same level of like um just the personal touch and like the emotions and the rawness when it's like you're on the clock, you're in the studio, like time is flying by, you're kind of like
yeah,
fuck, I'm shit, the check is gonna be kind of fat, and it's not the same, bro. Like you need to have that flexibility where it's like at any time when you feel something, when you feel that intuition, like that fucking just you turn on the mic and you do what you have to do. So
yeah. There's a certain level of like comfortable, like being comfortable and like vulnerability that you have in the comfort of your own home. You know what I mean? Like most of the albums I made like fucked up, emotional at 3 a.m.
right.
Just here by myself, like running through like take after take after take, or like just messing around. Whereas like that's kind of why I stopped going to like an actual studio, because like you said, you're on the clock. You book 4 or 5 hours, you're paying 40, 50, whatever you're paying an hour, and then you're like, it's too much, you know what I mean? And also like when I was going to the studio, I was like, well, I'm gonna make sure I go with my raps already. Like I'm gonna write everything down,
Right.
because I don't want to go and waste time trying to write or figure something out, because
Not at all.
I'm not
No.
getting money like that,
Nah.
I don't got money to just blow
Nah.
40. I go to studio sessions with I've been in other people's studio sessions, and like the first hour it's just like chilling, smoking, catching the vibe and shit. And it's like I wish I could do that, but like the way that I work, I'm just like, nah, bro,
Yeah,
we're here. Hey, bro, we're on the clock. We only got 4 hours. I'm about to lay like hella verses. So I would go in, you know, with my shit already written, but then you lose that like that
15
initial like,
minutes.
well, not even that, but you lose like if you write something, you might be really feeling like a verse, right? And you're writing it, and then you go to the studio like a week later to try to lay it down, and it just doesn't feel the same. So that's what I like about, you know, recording at home. Is just like as soon as I have an idea, I'm recording it as I'm going, you know.
Yeah, and there's also like another factor of that, which is kind of like mastering your own tools, because once you get, you know, you're used to like your plugins that sound like your mic with the reverb of the room that you sit in
Right.
and do your shit, and then that's why when you go to the studio, it's like all of a sudden it sounds different. You're like, wait, it didn't sound like this at the crib. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. There's been times where like I'll record because I've recorded on my phone off just like the Apple headphones too. Like, and there's times where I'm like, it sounds like shit, but I like this sound more than like the final like mastered mixed product. It's
That's
weird, bro.
how
It's
it
weird.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because I don't know, man. There's something beautiful about like that kind of like distorted,
Yeah.
heavy, edgy bass, you know, versus something that's just like the final, like
Yeah.
clean and polished. It's like
It's
sometimes
the
that shit is
rawness of
kind
it.
of whack, bro, when it's like
Yeah.
mastered down, all like leveled out, and it's like, nah, like, and I think that that's like also kind of to an extent what defines like underground shit, you know, it's like
Yeah. Yeah. For
we
sure.
like that. There's definitely a big community of people that like that, but there's a lot of people that are just like instantly like, no, this sounds
Yeah.
fucking
What the
terrible.
hell am I?
Like, yeah, this is not even mastered and shit. And it's like, nah, crank the bass up and let it blast. Um, so, but everyone that you're working with is in Chicago, like the collective, or are you guys kind of like spread out?
Yeah, no, everybody's in Chicago for the most
Okay.
part. Yeah.
Oh man,
Well, I
what?
mean, I guess Ian is Tombo is in Wisconsin, but that's like an hour drive, you know, it's not
Yeah,
that
that's
far.
nothing. That's nothing. So you grew up in Chicago like pretty much your whole life, born and
Yeah,
raised,
kind of.
or what's?
I was born in Melrose Park. So the people from over here know Melrose Park is like the west suburbs. So you got Chicago, and then you drive out 10 minutes, you got to go past like Oak Park and Maywood, and you'll get to Melrose Park. So it wasn't super far, but dynamic is definitely different from like growing up in Melrose and being in Chicago. I've been living in Humboldt Park for the last like 3 years. But
Hmm.
yeah, bro, Melrose, like I grew up in Melrose till like I was 8, and then I moved to Shorewood, which is like the real suburbs, like over by Joliet and Aurora and all that. Lived there for a couple of years, and I moved to East Chicago, Indiana, and so I've always been moving around a lot. I always had family like everywhere, so I've been in the city like for real like my entire life, but I didn't like move out here like that. So like, you know, I finally moved out the crib, you know.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. And where are your folks from, bro? Where's
My
your
parents are
pops
from Nuevo
from?
León.
Nuevo León.
Yes, sir.
Dope,
Yeah, my whole
man.
family's from over there. Yeah,
Dope. You still
man.
got family out there, or most
Nah,
of them
bro.
out of it?
Everybody came over here just because like it's real bad out there now, bro. Like as far as just like, you know, the mafiosos and like cartels and stuff like that, bro. It's just like cause where we're from in Nuevo León, it's like a little. It's called Estación in Los Aldamas, and it's like just like a small town. You know, it's like dirt roads, like little concrete houses, or maybe like right now there's probably like 40 people that live there. You know,
Right.
um, but yeah, bro. We used to go out there like every year. Because the whole family, I got family in Cali, I got family in Texas, I got family in Indiana, and then here in Chicago. And so like winter, like December, we would all go down there for like 2, 3 weeks. Everybody would
That's
have their
live.
quinceañeras, everybody would have their wedding. Like, bro, we would go out there, you would have to bring like 4 or 5 different fits because you're going to like 3 quinceañeras, a wedding, a baptism. Everybody was doing everything over there,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
gotta pop out the boots.
Yeah, for real. I still need to get a pair of boots, bro. I never liked wearing boots when I was a kid, but I want them now. Now that I'm like
Yeah,
a grown
same,
man,
bro.
I'm
I
like,
used to think
I'm
that
trying
shit
to
was
get.
corny and whack. Now I'm like, oh, this shit is dope.
I was like, nah, I want sneakers. Like, I don't know how to dance, bro. I don't know how to dance. Like, I can't dance cumbia. I can't do none of that stuff, bro. I used to go to quinceañeras, bro, and I would be the weirdo, you know, just like sitting at the table, like eating, you know, drinking a little bit, you know. My mom would try to get me to dance. I just never felt comfortable, bro, because I like, you know, I was always
I
listening to
hate
rap
that
music,
shit.
you know. I was just like, but now that I'm older, like I like because I used to not like Spanish music either. I would just be like, nah, now that I'm older, I kind of have a better ear for music. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is fire. I wish I knew how to dance. The other day I was watching a tutorial on YouTube and I was trying to dance and shit. My girl walked in on me. She's like, what are you doing? She started flaming me. I was like, hey man, I'm trying to learn something new.
Hey, bro, if you
But
got a girl, practice with her, man. Because trust me, I'm right there with you. I don't know how to
yeah.
dance, and shit, I'm single, bro. So it's a tough world for me out here, bro.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Especially, bro, because so much of the culture is like, so much of it is like going to a baile and like you see the girl you want to dance with and you hey, you know, let's dance, and that's how you meet girls, bro. Like
Yeah,
growing up, that's how like that was just part of the culture. We would go to the quinceañeras and all my cousins dancing with 4 or 5 different girls, like everybody's dancing, and then like by the end of the night, you know, the girl's gonna be like, okay, I like this guy the most, I'm gonna go, you know, hang
yeah,
out with him, and then that's how people start meeting each other. And so I was just like sitting at the table, my mom would be like, why don't you go meet somebody, why don't you go? It's like, I can't dance, what do you want me to do? You want to go be hey, let's dance, and then I'm gonna dance bogus as hell, and then what?
I've tried every card, bro. I tried the teach me card. I tried the just
Yeah,
everything you can imagine, bro, and it just doesn't
know how to
work.
dance? Nah, teach me.
Yeah, one time I was
Now,
in Colombia, in Cali, which is like the house of salsa. Like that's where pretty much salsa was born and shit. They have the craziest salsa festival, and I went to this spot, bro, and I just remember like I always felt like, all right, I don't know how to dance. That's why I fuck with like perreo. I'm always sticking to the reggaeton, or I'll pop up at techno
yeah,
parties too, because that requires no skills. So,
yeah, yeah.
but here it was like full blown salsa, and I remember just dancing with this girl, and she was like on some Dancing with the Stars shit, bro. And I was just like, oh, and she told
Like
me,
a
she
real
was
pro.
like, no, así no se baila eso, marica. And she was so mad at me. She was like, I like you so much, but you can't fucking dance, you piece of fucking useless shit. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
bet.
Oh, bro, that's a big part of it. Is like, you know, they want to see the way you dance and your movement, you know, like because that's like part of like your swagger as like a dude, you know, it's
Right.
like the way you move, like your rhythm, and like the way you move your hips, or if you don't move your hips, or whatever the case is. And so they see you can't do that, they don't even want to kiss you, nothing like that. It's like, no, bro, you're
Oh,
weird. You're
yeah, this guy is strange. He doesn't know how to dance. He's up there eating the fucking cupcakes and shit.
that's his fourth cookie, bro. The hell? You're supposed to take those home with you. No, no. Yeah, bro.
But that's cool that
I'm gonna learn,
you
bro.
guys went out there for a while. When was
Yeah.
like, did you continue that, or is that kind of like a tradition that paused as you grew older?
Well, we used to all go to Nuevo Leon every winter, but shit, bro, I probably haven't gone since I was like 11 years old, to be honest. Like 11, 12, maybe 13, but like
Right.
around there. You know? Still go to Texas every now and then. So a lot of my family, the family that would go out there, was just started going to McAllen, because we had like,
Yeah.
there was like the family that I have in Texas, they live in McAllen, and McAllen is like, you know, 2 hours from Nuevo Leon. So
Right.
um we would still go down to Texas and visit over there in Texas, but you know, people don't really cross to the other side unless they got some business, or like they really want to
Yeah.
go and see, because like I
That's
honestly I would want to go, bro. I do want to go, but my padrino went recently because I think his mom was sick,
mm-hmm.
or somebody was sick, so he's like, I gotta go see my mom. So he went and he took my his daughters, and when he came back, he's like, we're not going over there. Like he's like, you guys, the girls, he's like, y'all are never going over there with me again. Cause he was like, no, está bien feo, mijo. Like, it's bad. You know, you don't.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll go over there by myself to see my own parents, but I'm not gonna go over there. He's like, there's nothing left. Like, you know, you can't do anything. He's like, I was just at the house the whole time. I didn't even go to the store. So
Yeah, that shit is sad, bro. I have some homies that just drove all the way down here to Oaxaca from Florida. Um,
yeah,
and they passed through Nuevo Leon,
mm,
and they were just like they told what they said death was in the air. That's what they said.
yeah,
So,
bro.
it's just, yeah, bro, it's unfortunate and it's scary and it's a separate reality. But yeah, Mexico is, certain parts, bro, are just so bad, like with that
Yeah, bro.
shit.
It's
And the worst part is like, being when I was in the United States, like I was seeing like one side of the coin, which is just everything is just like, oh, okay, this is some bad shit going on, like bad people, blah blah blah. But that's the way the United States teaches like the population to look at the situation. But then when I was here, I'm like, since I've been here and I'm in a very like impoverished area, like perhaps the poorest, Oaxaca and Chiapas are the poorest states in Mexico. So what I'm starting to like see and is like, bro, that culture is really like it's glorified, from it. It's not like, oh, not like people love that shit. People love that shit. And it makes sense. It has its reasons, but it's also like, I don't know. It's a complicated topic, but it
Everybody wants to be a gangster, bro. That's everywhere.
everywhere,
Everywhere.
bro.
That's
But
how it is over here, bro. That's how it is over here. It's just I think that it's just human nature, bro. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in a place where like you said, like you're in an impoverished area and like in Nuevo León too, like in Estacion, like there's not really much else besides like
yeah,
drug dealing and
that's the right thing to do. That's the strong thing to do. That's like, yo, go in and get some paper, like take care of
go
your
get the money.
family.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to pick strawberries or you're trying to make some money.
Yeah. And so you understand it. And for those people that are listening that have never been to Mexico, Mexico is still a beautiful country. You still visit. I'm still planning on going and visiting my boy right here. But yeah, no, there's definitely still there's parts where you probably shouldn't go,
Yeah,
You should
but
try to
honestly,
avoid.
the two, like if you're just vigilant and you're just, move with intention and purpose, like you'll be good. Like you said, just to reiterate on that point, Mexico is fucking beautiful, and every state has like different treasures. I lived in Puebla for 3 years, and that was like my intro to Mexico, and that was different, bro. Like, at first I was like, yeah, it's not all that, honestly. But that was like my experience with Puebla. And then everywhere else that I went, I was like, bro, Mexico is the fucking rawest country in the
Yeah, bro, it's
world. Like
beautiful.
one of the rawest. It has so much. And the people have always welcomed me. Like I feel super at home in Mexico. Like fuck, I
Yeah.
love this shit. But yeah, man,
You're not
come out.
Mexican, are you?
Nah, nah, dude. I'm
Right.
I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm from everywhere, I guess. Ni aquí ni allá. But I'm like born and raised in Guatemala. But
Oh,
my
okay.
mom is from Honduras, and my dad is from Arizona, from
Okay.
Tucson.
Yeah, I remember. No, I remember you saying you were Guatemalan.
Yeah, Guatemala. So, but yeah, man. Like I said, I've been to Mexico for a while, and it's always showed me mad love. Like, and I'm just happy to like keep exploring, and every corner surprises me more. It's like, wow, they got this shit out here. You ever heard of Tlayudas?
I don't think
Tlayudas,
so.
bro. It's like a
Maybe.
thing typical here in Oaxaca. I once heard someone say it was a funny description, but they said it was the Oaxacan pizza. But basically, it's a fat
Oh, you
ass
know what, bro? It's like a big flat
yeah,
tortilla, right?
a
With like,
fat
yes, bro.
tortilla.
I actually, what's funny? I was watching I was
Street
on
food?
YouTube.
Or you were
Yes,
watching
bro.
street food? Yeah.
Yes, bro. Yes. I was like, because you said, I was like, why do I know that word? Yes, bro. I was watching some street food on YouTube. I was like, damn, bro, I want to go. I gotta go to Oaxaca.
Oh, bro, it's the culinary capital of Mexico, some people
Yeah,
say. I'm about to
yeah.
head to the city next week just to record some shit and get some good food in, bro, because they really snap. And queso Oaxaca is the best shit in they call it quesillo here, which is funny because everywhere else they call it queso Oaxaca, and here they look at you like, why do you fucking call it that, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
They're like,
If
we're
you
in
like eating
Oaxaca,
Oaxaca.
bro. It's like
Yeah.
this is just quesillo. And that shit is so good, bro. That makes any dish, it elevates it like 20 points. But yeah, bro, I see you going crazy in the kitchen all the time, doing all kinds of
Thanks, man.
interesting culinary adventures. So why don't you speak a little bit on that? Like what's besides the music? What else what defines you?
Well, man, yeah, like you said, like I love cooking, bro. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. It's one of my favorite things to do, to be honest. I like making drinks too. I'm like I work as a bartender, but I love being in the kitchen. That's something
Currently?
I got from my yeah. Well, I mean, I was, and then the pandemic,
Oh yeah.
everything my job kind of closed down, but I think I'm gonna be back working in April. But
I was
we'll
on
see.
this. I was on the same shit, bro. I was bartending, and then
Yeah, bartending's fun, bro. It's nice, like just that interacting with people, just making drinks, drinking all day. Like it's an easy ass job, but yeah, bro, I love cooking. That's something I got from the men in my family. My dad used to, rest in peace. He used to just drink and cook. He would go to work, come home, drink and cook, and he's like one of the best cooks that I've ever. And then my padrino Lupe, he could fucking throw down.
yeah.
So I was actually talking to him recently because he makes these like little tacos. He calls them lunches, and he makes them
Lunches?
anytime I come. Lunches, yeah.
Oh, lunches.
Yeah, lunches, and and they're simple, bro. It's just like some a tortilla hecha a mano with like just a little bit of this like this steak, I guess, that he makes.
Is it corn
Um,
or flour?
it's maseca, yeah. It's
Corn.
flour.
Oh, flour.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Maseca
Yeah.
is corn,
Yeah.
but yeah, bro. But they're fire, and I was talking to him. I was like, Padrino, like you can throw down. Why didn't you ever like try to pursue that, because all the men in my family do construction. It's just always been because that's where the money is. You know what I mean? Like, that's where the money is. My grandparents came from Mexico. They came and they worked and they did construction and they provided for their kids, and their kids came, and you're like, you don't get rich off one generation. So then the next generation, my dad is doing the same thing. So all the men working construction, and really all my cousins are doing the same stuff too. I'm the only one that like didn't go. And I did construction, bro. I've worked some jobs, you know what I mean? But I was like, dude, like I like making music. I'm an artist. Like I'd rather be broke for a little bit, and figure something else out like on my own. But yeah, I asked my padrino, like, why didn't you ever make a restaurant? Because he really could. He's like, it was always my dream to, but you have bills, you have kids, you have things you gotta do. Like I wasn't gonna take that risk. He was like, it's a big risk to like invest in something and then fail. The money over here with construction was just secure,
Right.
But outside of music, bro, like that's like end goal. Like I want to have my own bar one day, my own bar, my own restaurant, and kind of like do some, man, as soon as like I feel like 10 years from now, like because like the legalization process for marijuana is kind of like starting here in Chicago.
It's recreational now, right?
It's recreational now, but it's still kind of like it's still super regulated, you know what I mean? So you can't really do too much. But end goal is like to have a bar where we do regular cocktails, but then we also have, like weed infused cocktails, and then we have some food and stuff like that. So this year I'm gonna try to, throw some pop-ups and make some like some of my padrinos lunches and do stuff like that, sell drinks, and just like get my feet in the water, you know what I mean? Because I've been in the service industry, like working for somebody else, but I want to kind of see what I could do, just by myself doing pop-ups, because like people right over here in Chicago are going crazy with the pop-ups. Everybody's got like their thing, yeah, because like I think it was part of it is the pandemic hit and a lot of people lost their jobs, so like it kind of turned everybody into a hustler, everybody's got something that they're working on, everybody's like flipping something,
Yeah, and they're reassessing too what they want to,
yeah.
where they want to take it.
Yeah, because honestly, it knocked a lot of people out of their comfort zone, because you get a job where you make enough money, you're like, oh, this is comfortable. I'll work 5 days, and on my off days, I'll go hang out with my friends, I'll go to the family, do whatever, you want to do in your free time. But you dedicate your 40 hours a week to a job that you're not passionate about it, but
yeah,
it's what works. And a lot of people like this didn't have that job no more. And so it kind of forced a lot of people like, what am I going to do? And it showed a lot of people like what they were actually passionate about. And it taught a lot of people how to monetize the things that they were passionate about. So it's honestly an awful thing. Like generally, like the pandemic, like everything, it affected a lot of people very negatively, but there's a lot of like,
yeah, a lot of silver lining for sure.
A lot of silver lining. Yep.
Definitely, man. Sometimes I feel guilty saying that, but it's just the truth,
This is what it is, bro. I mean, I probably wouldn't have finished an album if I was working as much, and like
I feel like it was almost like the dream life for an artist. It was like, oh shit, you could just to an extent, you know, like you could just stay
Bro,
at the crib.
the first couple months, because I don't know if you were still in the States when it first
Yeah,
kicked
I
off,
was in
but
Miami.
so I was on, I don't know if you were on unemployment, but I got unemployment the first from March to June, bro, it was like $600 extra every week, plus whatever you normally would have guessed. So I was getting like $2,000 checks every 2 weeks to sit at home, you know? And I was just like here, like cleaning crib, getting new things for the house, bro. I wanted to build a table for my mom for Mother's Day. So instead of just like going to Menards and having like them cut your wood for you,
Yeah.
I bought like $600-700 worth of power tools, bro, and came and like it's like I just set up like a wood shop in my backyard, bro, and bro just made a table, made a nice little coffee table for my mom, just did a bunch of stuff. It was nice, bro. Like feel like just like you were free, you know, like you were free to do what you wanted and you were still like getting paid. And you know, I don't want to talk about it too happily because you know a lot of people weren't able to apply for unemployment, and it's honestly like really tragic for everybody else. But I can't complain, bro. I got blessed, thank God. I was one of the people that my unemployment went through, and I was fine. I mean, now it's not as nice, but
Yeah,
shit,
but
it's
still,
coming.
bro, it's crazy because it like the fact I'm not gonna lie, that like it made me feel, and I think a lot of people felt that way too. Probably it was like a certain level of appreciation towards I guess the United States in a time where it was like real easy to hate on it. And it was like, oh fuck this, like this country is a piece of shit. Like for me, especially when I came to Mexico, it put that into perspective for me because out here people don't receive a dime. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's really like trenches out here, and people they'll starve, you know. So that's why the country couldn't
that's
even
facts, bro.
afford to shut down. It was just like, yo, you could work or die, but you can't stay still. So that was like it was weird, but there's a lot of countries in Europe that did it too. But like, yeah, that was generous, bro. At that time, I was
Well, I
just like,
think
oh, this dude's trying to buy the votes. I don't know. I thought he was gonna fucking get the dub solely off of that. Thank God that didn't happen. But
I thought Trump was gonna win too. I'm not gonna lie, but he didn't, man. The country, bro. I almost got into politics. Like I almost started caring, and then I realized that like, bro, fuck this shit, you know? Because like,
yeah,
I'm not a Republican, but I'm not like, I'm not on the other side either. Like I'm not a Democrat because there's different things that I like. You know, there's different things
right.
like I like guns, bro. I think minorities should arm themselves and legally like have guns and have that Second Amendment right, and that's something that you know the right is like for, but then the left is against. But then I'm also like pro-choice, and like women should be able to choose what to
Right.
do with their bodies, and then so it's like I'm like, bro, there's nobody out there that's gonna
Nobody.
like that I'm gonna agree with 100%.
Right.
And then
And
the
it's
way the
fucked
media
how they
like,
try and divide people. It's just like, yo, it's
yes,
either
media,
this side or this side. Choose where,
you
like,
have to
which.
be here. And bro, it's
We,
so fucked up, bro. It's so bad now because like you said, like the media just like did such a good job at dividing all of us. It's like if you're not on the right, then you're on the left, or if you're not on the left, all the way over here, then you're a fucking Trump supporter. You're this, you're that. I'm like, dude, like, why can't I
yeah,
be in the middle? You know, like
yeah,
it's
no,
fucked up,
that's
bro. It's tensions have like raised so much. That's why I'm glad Trump's out of office because like aside from like, because people are like, oh, well, he had good policies or whatever. Like, I don't know too much, right? I'm glad the biggest thing about Donald Trump that like would blow me is just the way he talked about Mexicans and black people and like the way he talked about people. You know, that's
yeah,
kind of what like, it made
mad disrespect.
everybody, not only the media was divisive, but Donald Trump was divisive in the way he spoke. And that's kind of why I feel like we're in the space now where we're like, everybody's so like, we're like so tribal right now. It's everybody's like, we're on this side, you're on that side, and we're all like at war with each other. There's like the culture wars that's going on. It's like there's no more like you can't just have a conversation with anybody because there's always that like, are you racist? Are you this? Are you that? Like, what are you thinking about me right now? Like, you know, like there's just like so much tension.
Yeah, you can't. You
It's
really
so much
can't,
tension.
bro. You have to like tiptoe around everything, and it's so
It's tough,
whack.
bro.
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
weird. We're in a weird ass fucking time, but I'm glad that guy's out of office because I feel like a lot of it is due to the way he ran his mouth. You know?
Yeah, dude, you can't sit in the chair that like guides and represents us to the world and like be like that, man. I mean, at the end of the day, like he was like kind of gladly showing his true colors.
Yeah.
Um, but again, like, yeah, I'm happy he's out, but I'm not necessarily like fucking pumped
Yeah.
of the new
Not too
guy.
happy
You know what I'm
about it.
saying? It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit. So that's
We'll see
that's
where we end up in 4 years, bro. The world, the
yeah,
world, the world's so crazy right now.
for real, man. It is. But dude, before I forget, and since we were talking about food, I wanted to ask you, um, like, what are some of your top spots in Chicago? And then, like, side note, top Mexican spots in Chicago.
Oh, it's tough, man.
It is. The Chicago is a foodie
Chicago,
city
hey,
propio.
I don't think there's any place better than Chicago as far as food goes. I mean, I've been in New York a couple times and I've always ate. Excuse me. I've always ate like really well in New York the couple times that I've been, but bro, Chicago is it's on a different level, bro. And part of it is because like Chicago is still very very segregated, and
Right.
like that could be good or bad, you know. But like the good that comes out of it is that you have Mexican neighborhoods, you have Black neighborhoods, you have Chinese neighborhoods, you got Italian neighborhoods, you have all these like we're also segregated. So you go and get the best Italian food over here and the best Chinese food and the best, you know, like soul food and like
For real.
Mexican food and there's Indian neighborhoods. And so like we have such good food, bro. And I feel like if we were more like integrated, we probably wouldn't have spots like that because then it would just be like
That's true. I
it
think it's
wouldn't
the
be
city with the most ethnic neighborhoods, I think they say, like
yeah,
in the world or
yeah.
some shit.
But favorite spots, bro. I got a long list. But as far as pop-ups go, Birria Ta Ta Tacos. I don't know if you've seen them on IG, but they're doing like the birria pop-ups. They're going crazy, bro. It's some of the best birria that I've had in here in Chicago. But then I don't know,
Birria
bro.
Ta Ta
Mexican
Tacos.
food. If you go to Little Village, bro, that's where you're gonna get the best Mexican food. There's a spot
Yeah,
called
for
Nuevo
sure.
Leon.
Yeah, I've been
There's a
there.
spot called Nuevo Leon that bro, and maybe I'm biased because it tastes like home. They cook the way like my family cooks, but that's probably my favorite place to get some Mexican food. And then there's wings, Output Wings on Grandin, I think Wood. Output's got the best wings, bro. I could go on forever, bro. To be honest, there's
Word,
so
man.
much food in Chicago.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but what else? Oh, if you ever want like Golden Bull in Chinatown is the best Chinese food I've ever had. Like
Golden Bowl.
crazy. Golden Bull. It's on Archer and I think it's like where Archer and Cermak meet. I think I don't know. I haven't been over there in a minute, but
I like the name. I'm sold.
yeah,
Golden
yeah,
Bowl.
it's fire, bro. And it's BYOB, so you could go and
Bro, I
go
never
over.
saw that in any other city, pretty much besides Chicago. That BYOB shit is like
Really?
super for bro.
Yeah, bro.
If Miami did that, there would be no economy in Miami, bro. Like Miami's
Yeah,
whole
I feel
economy is based on fucking cocaine and bottle service. I
yeah,
swear to
I feel
God,
that.
bro. Like
Yeah.
no one, yeah, there wouldn't be buildings, but that's
Well, it's
crazy.
because our food's so good, bro. Our food, you could go and bring like a 6-pack or whatever and eat for hours, bro. There's a spot on 63rd and Pulaski called Venenos, and they do mariscos, bro. And it's BYOB. Me and my family used to go like 10, 15 deep, bro, and just like you probably end up spending like if we go with my grandfather's a big spender, he's like top of the family, takes care of
Yeah,
everybody.
of course.
We would go and bro, we would like just drink for hours and just eat, shrimp and crab legs and all this other stuff. And you probably
God
rack up
damn.
like $1,000 tab or something, just hanging out, So that's part of it. I think that's kind of what makes like Chicago different is like the food is so good that yeah, you could bring your own beer. We don't really need the money for the beer because you're gonna come in and you're gonna be sitting here for hours eating. I mean, now with the pandemic,
I
it's a little
never looked
different.
at it
You
that way.
kick it, but yeah, bro, we used to Venenos, bro. Venenos. If you ever come back to Chicago, I'll take you to
Venenos.
Venenos. Yes,
Yeah, I
bro.
will, man. I'll be there. You ever been to El Palmar? El
No, where's it
Palmar.
at?
It's on what the fuck was that street called? Um, where Birds used to live at. Right off the train. Was it Sheridan?
Nah, or damn.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the
when he
train
lived with
on the red line after Addison,
when. Yeah, 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 yeah.
and there was like a
It's up there.
rooftop or some shit
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
lived. Yeah, there, like right there on Sheridan. Like you get off the train and go to the left a little bit, and
Palma. I have to look them up.
El Palmar, bro.
Oh, El
Yeah,
Palmar.
or is it El Palmar or Palmar Norte? Some shit. Either one of those two, but it's fire, dude. And I always remember one time I went there with Birds, and I think I didn't know him too well at this time. I don't even remember when it was, but we were just chilling. I was like, yeah, we smoked something, and we're like, all right, let's go get some food. So I was telling him about how at this place they have some shit called La Poderosa, or maybe no, La Piernuda. La Piernuda, that's what it's called, bro.
Okay.
It's a fat ass like not even michelada. It needed its own name, bro. But they serve it to you in like a mega like XL cup, and it has
Damn.
like 2 rounds of like shrimp like on all the edges,
Oh, yeah.
and inside it's like piled with crab like all the way up.
Oh
I've
my
been there
God.
like 1,000 times, and I always flirted with the idea of getting it, but I was always like, nah, bro. Like I'm trying to just eat some shit. Like
That sounds
I'll
like a
just
good
get.
time.
Yeah, but homie just pulled up, bro, and he didn't even like micro hesitate. Like I was just telling him that as like a fun fact, like, oh, they have this
Oh
here,
yeah, for sure. For
and
sure.
and he's just like, yeah, I'll get that. And then he ordered like the biggest menu on top of that, like the surf and turf, and I was like, damn,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
a big boy nutrition right there. But
Yeah. Birds knew how to have a good time for sure.
it's just so
Yeah,
nonchalantly, he's just like
yeah, bro. The
Mr.
biggest flexer
Flex.
for sure. Yes, sir. He was getting to it, man. Shit, me and Josh, we would like stay at his crib back when when he was living with Dexter. Um, Me and Josh would be there for like weeks on end, just like chilling, making music, broke as hell, bro. Like broke as hell. And then you got this man upstairs, like doing his thing, and getting money. We're like, damn, that's what's up, bro's going crazy. But me and Josh were like, let's go to the studio. Like it's broke as hell. Bro, we went, me and Fiji, bro. I don't know if people want me to say this, but like, bro, we were fucked up. We used to be broke as hell and go like across the street because he lived across the street from the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So we used to go to the 7-Eleven almost every day, bro, to eat. He's like, I'm hungry, bro. Let's go to 7-Eleven. I would go and get like a Lunchable. We would get like the nasty ass hot dogs that are just spinning all fucking day. Like we would go like and just like living kind of crazy, like just going.
Yeah.
That's how we're eating, and then we would come back and we would like kick it, get high, make music, shoot videos and stuff like that. It was a good time.
Yeah, you're talking about the spot where he lived with Dexter, right? Across from that 7-Eleven.
Yeah, the nest right there on Kedzie.
Yeah, man. Good times, bro. Fucking it's crazy, huh? His music hits like everyone when they pass away, their music hits a lot different, but
Yeah.
his especially, man. Even like the album cover of his last, because I feel like that was his kind of debut,
Yeah.
which was fucking, the part that broke my heart a lot too, because I know he put a lot of time and effort into making that sound the way that he wanted to, and I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah.
And he was I don't know, he was about to go insane. He was finally getting the videos going. Did you shoot the Range Rover?
The Range Rover video,
You
yeah,
shot that?
man. Yeah, bro. That's if you go on his Instagram, that's his last post was he passed like right after we dropped the video, bro. It was fucked up because he was just starting to go crazy. And I felt so bad, bro. Like, obviously there's like I don't have no regrets because there's nothing you could ever like go back and change. But I felt so bad because I took so long with that video, bro. Like we had shot it and like at this time, like when I was working on videos, like things weren't clicking with me. So it was just like I would spend so much time on a video, bro. Then I finally got the video to him. Oh, and I had lost like half the fucking footage for that video. I think that's why I was like, fuck, bro. But I had finally got the video to him. And then he posted it. Video was going crazy. And then, you know, rest in peace. He passed not too long after. But that video was crazy, bro. Like we were riding around in that Range Rover. We had a Beamer. He was fresh as hell in the video. There was if you go back and watch it, there's a scene where we were downtown and we literally pulled up in the middle of the street. There's like a 4-lane road. It's like 2 going this way, 2 going this way.
Yeah.
I think it was on Jackson. We were on Jackson and he just pulled up the Range Rover, parked it right in the middle of the road. And if you go back and watch it, like a lot of the main shots are, bro, that's the middle of downtown, bro. He just pulled up, parked, and we just shot. We shot there for like 10, 15 minutes, bro. We shut the whole street down. It was crazy. It was a fun ass video shoot for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I remember because he showed me that song like a year before it even dropped or more.
Yeah.
And yeah. But yeah, bro, I fuck with like, bro, big body birds. That project is like,
yeah. They were making raw ass music together.
And heavy ass rotation.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, him and Fiji had really good chemistry. Agni Gene Stunning was a crazy video. That video actually never came out.
Which one?
But the song Agni Gene Stunning.
The song never came out? Yeah, no, I know.
The song came out. The song came out. We had shot a little bit. We were shooting a video for it. That was like one of the first times I met Birds. We were shooting a video, and I forgot what happened with it. It just never came out. I was fucking up a lot, bro, back then. So to be honest, like I just couldn't figure out like how to do the video shit like efficiently, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, we're all young and dumb at one point, bro. And then as we grow older, shit starts to connect.
It makes sense now. Like I know how to do it.
Exactly. That's the way it's gotta be though, bro. I'm a firm believer you can't really take shortcuts. Like if you do, there's just gonna be so many gaps of shit that you don't know about and shit that you have like no control of because you never went through it. So that's the way that it has to be.
Yeah, that's facts.
But how did you meet Birds, bro? Like how did you guys first?
I met Birds through Fiji. Fiji was kind of like the architect in bringing all the guys together, all the Decent Militia guys. Because I met Fiji in like 2014, 2013 maybe. And then when Bird started working at Juggernaut, because Juggernaut like Fiji, for the people that don't know, like Fiji's been like around, bro. Bro's been part of the scene for like, for a long ass time. When I first met bro, I was like, bro, will you manage me? Because I was making music. I was like maybe like a year into making music, and I knew like he was a part of a lot of stuff, you know. And so he was like really involved. And so I met him, and then he introduced me to a bunch of other guys, and then I met Birds through bro, and he brought everybody who he saw doing something together, and that's where the whole Decent Militia shit started, and we started going crazy.
Oh man, yeah, it was cool to watch the chemistry that you all had. I never met you back in the day, bro, or maybe I did, but if I did, I don't remember. I don't think so though.
I don't think we met until the funeral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's fucking crazy, but I don't know, man. Everything happens for a reason. I feel like losing my pops and losing Birds kind of like put like a perspective, like a different perspective on a lot of shit. Cause I was living kind of crazy too, like getting high and doing shit like that. And my pops, he passed away from like being unhealthy from his, from his habits and stuff like that. And then Birds, similar situation. So it kind of like opened up my eyes. If you like going back to the album, like a lot of the album has like a really dark tone to it. Cause I'm like talking about death, like, cause that's 2019 and 2020. That's all I can fucking think about,
Yeah.
So a lot of the project, it put a lot of, it put me in the space where I was able to like express and like look at myself kind of from the outside, and be able to reflect on like what was going on in my own life. It's a shame that, shit like that has to happen for you to like wake up and get your shit together. But you know, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I think now
Yeah.
a lot of us too. I think Josh Fiji's been going a lot crazier too, and I think like part of it is like that motivation. You know, now you feel like you got to do it for somebody. You know,
You have to,
like
man. It's that light.
Birds was the only one that had D4L tatted on him out of the whole gang. He was the only one that had D4L tatted on. He had it right here. When he passed, I was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna put it right on my wrist. Wherever I go, you see it. You know, there's no hiding that shit. So it kind of just like motivated me a little bit more. Like I'm finna tap in like really crazy with my music and my art. So
That's the best way to channel it, man. And it honestly makes like his calling on here and like his mission like more holy, if I could say that, because it comes to a
yeah,
point where like the way I see it is or one way of looking at it is like he's sacrificed his life, or like his life is gone, but that could save a lot more lives, because of
yeah.
like
He touched a lot of people, bro. Because look at right here.
acrobat.
Let me go. I'm gonna go grab a beer. Real quick.
All right, cheers, bro. What kind of beer are you sipping on
Here, bro.
these days?
Sipping on that. We got some tecates, bro.
Hey.
But back to Birds. What I was gonna say before I got the beer was, yeah, he touched a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. When I went to his funeral, bro, I was like, holy shit, bro. You know, like a lot of people. He was one of those people that could go and like meet somebody and like you automatically fuck with bro. And he was just like, he wasn't the nicest guy. Like he was nice, but he was also like a dickhead, you know. And that's why I appreciate him, because he always said what like he was one of them people that like, you know exactly how he feels about anything, because he's not gonna sit there and like, he never cared about anybody's feelings, you know. He's like like fuck that shit, you know. So like I feel like that's why so many people admired him too, and like were able to connect with him, because he was real about whatever he was feeling, saying, going through.
Big time. It was almost like a hate him or love him kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I wouldn't know how the hate side feels, but I'm sure some motherfuckers must have hated him.
Motherfuckers definitely were hating on bro, especially because he's white, bro. Like he was a white boy getting so much money, like living. He was a white boy living like a real rapper, bro. Like really living like a fucking rapper, like doing his thing, getting his money, riding around in nice cars, crazy polo collection, like fresh. Like he was getting not to disrespect, you know, anybody, but he was getting bitches, like, you know, like bro was really living that lifestyle, bro. So there was definitely people that hated on him, you know, but
bro, when he came to Miami, he had like this little like steam machine that he brought with him to like steam his clothes down and shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's crazy.
But sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
No, you're good. I mean, it was just like just talking about how, you know, you like you said, he was either you hate him or you love him.
Yeah, dude, that's one part. Like, I never like to talk politics at all, but if I could talk with one person, just for pure entertainment purposes, like if I could just throw a question and then step back and press play, like, oh, I would love that, bro. I wonder what his take would be on. I always wonder what his take would be on anything, because anything I always wanted to tell him, like, bro, this, but especially politics. Like, I would just want to know his unique perspective right about now.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not saying any of this shit, because this shit is ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, man. Dude, so is there like any, like, what kind of stuff do you listen to on a personal level, like just rap, but beyond rap, to like anything, like I don't know who are some of the artists you fuck with a lot, like you're riding with, like you hope to one day collaborate with, producers, shit like that?
I really like Danny Brown a lot. And like I feel like Danny Brown doesn't get his flowers. Like people don't really like give him the credit, because for one, he can rap his ass off. He has like bars. Like for somebody that just likes bars, he has bars, bro. But then he makes good music. He's like entertaining. He's like a real character.
Consistent.
he's consistent. Yeah, he that's somebody that like I can't wait to work with him. I know I'm gonna work with Danny Brown unless I pass away or he passes away. That's the only thing that can stop it. You know, like we finna get that feature. But bro, Danny Brown, if you go back and listen to the album, there's a lot of I've been playing a lot with my voice. So for the people that know or have known my music in the past before the album now sounds like something completely different than something I've ever done. Like it's still like in the same like vein as the other stuff, but the sound itself, like I'm playing with my voice, like I'm doing like nasally shit and stuff like that. And a lot of that influence comes like from Danny Brown. I don't know if you ever listened to the Triple X album, but his that was like his debut project. It's like the white cover with the girl with the tongue out and she has a bar on her tongue. That album, bro, if you go back and listen to it, because a lot of people know Danny Brown for like chip tooth, crazy hair, like high pitch, like chat, you know, like rapping Danny Brown.
Yeah, that's how I know her. I haven't even dug that deep.
Bro, go back and listen to the album. There's like half of it is like that Danny Brown, but then there's another half where it's like more like conscious, you know, like he's like rapping like in his regular like talking voice, and he's like it's more like instead of like being like the wild druggy character, he's like on some reflective shit, you know. He's talking about like this girl. He has a song called Party All the Time where it's like this girl that like she's in the streets, she's like selling her body, she's doing drugs, and she just like likes to party all the time. And it's like more of a mellow like reflect like he's like reflecting type shit. So he has his regular voice, and then he has like the high pitched like character that everybody knows him for. And that's kind of, if you go and you listen to my album, I'm doing something like not super similar because I kind of just blended my two voices together. But there's songs like on Closed Curtains where I talk about birds and my father passing. I'm regular deep voice monotone Jose on there. But then if you listen to like Mark Norman, I'm like high pitched, like, and that song is a little bit more like storytelling, like lifestyle type stuff. It's not like as like deep. But yeah, that was a big influence. I like Earl a lot. Earl's one of my favorite rappers. He's been one of my favorite rappers since I was like fucking 16.
Man,
we're the same age.
Did you ever see him at Metro? And like it must have been like 2017.
Nah, bro. I only saw him once live, and that was at Pitchfork 2019, I think it was. Yeah, it was Pitchfork 2019. I think it was like July or August. But he was going crazy, bro. I was so happy when I saw Earl. I was like,
that's the best live show I've ever seen in my life. And the one at Metro, hands down, bro. Like I was like, yeah, bro, this is like actually like real. This guy is actually rapping at his concert.
He raps his ass off, bro.
Raps his ass off.
And it's weird because I always related to everything he was doing. Like even when he was like 16, because he's probably the same age as me, if not like maybe a year older than me. But when his shit was coming out, he's 16, and he's like, they were doing the whole Free Earl campaign, and he was like going away. I was like 16, and like watching the Earl video, and like I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, what are they doing? What are they drinking? Why are they bleeding? Like
a lot of questions on that one.
Yeah, bro. And then he like as he progressed, he started getting more into like that monotone, like not monotone, but like more like reflecting, like in my head, thinking about, you know, what the fuck is going on.
And yeah, like he went from real like crazy and wild to like extremely serious and poetic.
Yeah, and
he did it in style.
Like, yeah, and so that he's a big influence too in the way that I write, because I'm trying to like I try to approach my music I'm trying to be as honest as I possibly can, you know, and reflect on the things that are going on in my life, because like that's kind of how I started making music, is just like talking about what was going on. So I was like, you know, there's songs from like 2017 where I was just like rapping and try to like make a rap song or whatever, like what I thought it was supposed to be. But, you know, now that I'm more like, I'm not really trying to do anything, I'm just making music for myself. Now it's just like straight up, just like poetic, talking about what's going on in my life. He was a big influence, bro. What was crazy is his father passed away too,
right,
at the same age. His father passed away when he was 23, I think. So like, bro, like I'm like, bro, I've related to this dude's music since I was like 16, and now his dad dies at 20. I was 23 when my father passed away too. So that some rap songs that the second to last project he put out, that shit was hitting crazy for me when my father passed away. I was like, damn, like this shit is crazy.
Yeah, man, that one was
and,
a deep one to digest for sure.
and then Fat Man Key, he's another like crazy rapper that people don't
I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard of him.
see. You need to check out Key, bro, because Key's one of those like people that are like super super influential. Like he's from Atlanta, and do you remember OG Mako?
Yeah.
When he came out, he was like, "Bitch, you guessed it."
Yeah.
That song, Key had a song called Hell. He's like, "I'm finna give him hell. I'm about to give him hell." Some I forgot what it was. I wanna go to heaven, but I'm about to give him hell, or some shit like that, right? But that's kind of like what put me onto him back then. Josh at Fiji actually put me onto him. But he's been a real staple in the Atlanta scene. He's like super influential in a lot of that shit. And he's just been consistently dropping like fire shit. Like if you don't know him, you should look up Fat Man Key 777. That project is crazy. And then he just dropped a project called damn, I forgot what it was called, but it's like a red and yellow cover. I listen to it almost every day. But he makes really good music, bro. And it's weird, it's different, it's melodic. He's getting bars off. Like he's fire, bro. He's somebody that doesn't get, even the people that do know about him, like I feel like he doesn't get the roses he deserves, you know?
Oh,
Because he hasn't had that like that breakthrough moment for whatever reason, like that moment where like everybody knows who he is, you know? But his music is fire. So I don't know, bro. I don't know if he's just like gonna stay underground forever, but definitely check bro out.
I feel like Atlanta is a hard place to like be in the underground because currently it's kind of like the hub of the mainstream. I don't know.
But it's like the thing is like he's not even he's underground in the sense that like people don't know about him, but like
Yeah, the sound is
celebrities
not.
know who Key is, bro. Like rappers in Atlanta, everybody knows who Key is. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those. Like he's one of those people that's like
Yeah,
super involved in the industry, but for whatever reason, like on a consumer basis, like not that many people know about him.
that's
But
crazy.
bro,
You ever heard
yeah,
of
it was like
what's this guy's name? Deontay Hitchcock,
no, I don't think so.
bro. You gotta check this guy out. But he's from Atlanta too, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, he has bars. I actually think he's part of Dreamville at this point, but um, it's
True.
like this dude Deontay Hitchcock. But I don't know, man. You should check him out. Like he has very strong lyrical ability, and like the messages that he puts out are there's a lot of integrity with his music, so I enjoy it a lot. But I'm gonna look up Key, dude, because honestly I haven't. I've
Yeah, look
never
up
even
Key,
heard of him, bro.
bro. When we finish, I'll DM you like the things that you should listen to from him. He's really raw.
Word, man. What about on the production side?
Um,
Have you
I
ever
don't know, bro.
dabbled with like production yourself? You ever felt like, oh, I'm gonna take full control and create the
Bro,
vibe?
I've tried and I've produced some stuff. Like if you go on my IG and you look at Dumbo, there's this video on my IGTV. That's where I posted all my all my music videos. That and YouTube, you could also YouTube it. But if you look at Dumbo, I made that beat. And the video's like I'm outside, white tee, red beanie, long hair. But I made that beat. There's some stuff on my SoundCloud that I produced, but I don't know, bro. I don't know if I just don't have rhythm or what it is, because it comes down to like that not dancing shit. Like,
Dude, I
I
feel
try
the
to make
same ass way, bro. I
I
swear to
try to
God.
make beats, bro. I try to make beats and it just doesn't work, bro. Like sometimes I don't get me wrong. Like I said, I got some songs out that I produced, but I got lucky. You know, like I just luckily put the right things together. But I've tried to make beats so many times, bro. I'm just like not focused on it right now. I'm just like, you know what?
I
I
feel you.
fuck it. you know.
That's cool though. You gotta stick to your strengths and let other people do what they do best and
Exactly,
find
bro.
strength in those collaborations. But I feel that's funny you said that, bro, because I feel the same exact way. Like I always attributed it to that. I'm like, all right, maybe I should just like zone in and like take some dance courses and beat making at
Yeah,
the same time. Fuck it, I'm gonna just start breakdancing, bro. Because
yeah,
there's a couple rappers that they started breakdancing before they rapped. And I feel like low key, those are some of the illest MCs in the world. Like it's like they know how to navigate every break, every piece of space. Like
yeah. I was about to say
you
because music is
utilize it.
very like, yeah, music is very, it's very mathematical, you know. So it's like there's like, you know, like the counts, the like the tempo of shit, like it's all like it's very very intricate, like on some math shit. And so like knowing how to dance and how to be on beat and like and move with your body, that helps when you go and go to like actually put a beat together, like make any type of music, is knowing like when to hit this key or when to play, you know, this chord or whatever it is that you're doing, however you make music. And that's just something I can't, you know, I can't do it, bro. I could rap my ass off, and I like my flows are crazy, and I find crazy pockets, but I don't know, I can't dance and I can't make beats, bro. I'm like kind of like physically awkward, bro. Like I just like the way I move, like I'm kind of stiff, you know. So it's just like I
I
haven't been
feel
able to
that
figure that
100%.
out at all,
Uh,
bro.
I feel that, man. But that's also it's part of like going with like like you said, like being as honest as possible and like finding your voice in the music.
Yeah,
Eventually I think every artist figures out like this actually has to be a reflection of who I am, and every piece of my essence, like my movement, like the way that I talk, the way that I feel, like it all has to be translated into the music. So as long as you feel comfortable and you're being who you are, like that's always going to be shown to the world, as was in this project, bro. The my favorite song, um more than I love with you, or
yeah,
more, is that yeah,
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 bro,
yeah.
that shit's
That's
hard. You said I can't keep changing who I am to make you comfortable or some shit.
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's real. I felt that.
Bro, I was, yeah, that's one of my favorite songs on there too.
It's got
And the
that nice
video,
like toxic spice that's like, yeah.
yeah, yeah, the video, bro, the video is crazy. The
Oh,
video, bro,
you,
is
yeah,
we got a crazy video for that one. But that song, bro, I was so emotional when I wrote that song,
I
bro.
could
Like,
tell, bro, you were mad, bro, you
yes,
were
bro, I was in my
mad.
fucking feelings, bro. I was in my feelings, bro, because like the whole album's really conceptual, and like I'll run through all the songs in a second, like what they all mean and shit like that.
uh,
But like if you go back and you listen to it, it's like it's a story, you know, like and once you understand the story, or once you know that it's a story, like it makes listening to it even that much better, I feel. But that song, bro, I was feeling like I was going through it, like everybody was kind of like shunning me in the way where like they were like, oh, you're an asshole, you're this, you're
yeah,
that, like my
don't lose
homies
what you
didn't want to,
got type shit.
yeah, my homies didn't want to kick it with me. My girl was like, I'm trying to change, bro. Hey, look, me now compared to me 2 years ago, or like a year and a half ago, when I was going through what I was going through, I'm a completely different person, bro. I was bad, bro. I was getting fucked up. I was getting into fights. I was getting into arguments with my girl. I was like doing drugs I shouldn't have been doing, you know, like I was fucked up. But and so now, like, bro, like I drank, like maybe I popped something here and there, but like mainly I'm so much better. And so, and I'm nicer to people than I was. So I'm like, there was, when I wrote that song, there was this moment where like people were like, you're still an asshole, you're still this, still that. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying so hard to be a good person, and it's still not enough for these motherfuckers. Like, there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do to make these motherfuckers understand it, you know, like, or understand me and where I come from. Like, cause like I'm like a chaotic person. And you know, the way I talk sometimes can be like, if you don't know me for real, like it could be like kind of like off-putting and shit like that. And I feel like that's where a lot of like other people's perception of me comes from. But like that song, I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I love myself more than I love you. And so that's where that whole attitude is like, you know what? I'm trying to change, but like, hey, if
Yeah,
y'all, if this isn't good enough, because I, in my own personal life, I feel like I've done a like a fucking 180. Like I feel like I've turned around completely. If this still isn't good enough, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a perfect person. Like there's still shit that I need to work on, and there's stuff that I'm working on every day still. But it's like, bro, because like the thing is, like people want you to be better and want you to change. So then you start to, and instead of acknowledging like the little progress that you're making, they're like, oh well, you're not there yet. You know, you're not where I want you to be yet. So you're in my eyes or in their eyes, you're still this piece of shit, where like you're not as much of a piece of shit. You're just like, you're a little bit, but not as much. But nah. At the end of the day, like you're still like, nah, you're still that piece of shit. So that's where that song came from. We're just like, man, fuck that shit. Kind of like saying like, you know, what would I say? I said, drown myself in pools of fake love. I don't even remember the lyrics right now. I just blacked out. But yeah, bro, it was just like, fuck that. This is who I am, and I'm trying. Like you said, that line where I'm like, but I can't keep changing who I am to make you comfortable and prove that I fuck with you. Like if you haven't seen it yet, like
right.
what else am I supposed to do?
There's like a fine line between modifying who you are and like finding compromise in order to be with other people, and like going at the middle, and then just like completely surrendering who you are, and like not allowing yourself to be human and have those flaws, and like have that be part of the beauty and the attraction. Like at the end of the day, yeah, bro, everyone has something, and it's kind of like that super cliche statement or quote. I forgot who said it, bro, but it's literally the most cliche shit in the world. It's like, if you can't handle me in my worst, you don't deserve me at my
You
best
don't
or some
deserve me
shit.
my best, whatever. Yeah,
And
and it is cliche. It's something that you hear all the time, but you know, it's
so
facts,
true.
bro. Like it's facts. Like hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bad person sometimes. I'm a shitty person. I might say some fucked up things, or I might do some fucked up things to somebody. But that's not like, that's not how I am all the time. You know, like people make mistakes, you know, like and like that, how that cliche says, like, hey, look, I'm working on being great. I'm working on it and I'm gonna get there. But if you can't even acknowledge like the fact that I'm trying, like you don't deserve to see me once I finally get to that point, you know?
Right.
And but
Nah,
it's like a thin line too, you know what I mean? Because like also you don't want to be like, oh well, this is just who I am, and you know you have to accept it, because like, you know, there's everybody has shit that they probably should work on, you know what I mean? So there's a balance. There has to be that balance between like having some type of accountability for yourself and wanting to be better for yourself, not even for other people, but like just sitting in your own space and saying, you know what, I want to be better, because I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to end up like you know they did, and so there's a fine line between having accountability and wanting to be better, and then just like saying, you know what, I love myself, I'm not changing. Because then that can become like really toxic, because then you might just be an awful person, and instead of like giving yourself like that honest feedback that you need to hear and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be drinking as much, maybe I shouldn't be doing this as much, you know, you just fall deeper and deeper into your hole. So there needs to be balance for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes it's cool when we have someone or like an experience that can kind of be the catalyst to that change, though. Even though sometimes like we lose them in the process. It's kind of like, I don't know, at least me personally, I always felt like after getting out of my feelings and all that, just like whatever, it is what it is. I still thank you for, you know, for being there. Anyone who like did me wrong or crossed me or made me like kick me into that mode where I was like on top of what I have to do to change for myself and prove to myself, like I'm also gonna do it for this other person. Like even though it's tough energies to deal with, it's ones that I appreciate because they get me moving, and it's like it kind of adds to the fire.
No, 100%. And I'm like, I'm really lucky to be in the relationship that I'm in, because my girl's kind of like that person that like pushes me to be better, but she's not like, I don't know, bro. She's like a fucking alien or something. She's crazy. She's like, because she tells me when I'm fucking up. She's like, this needs to change. But she's not somebody that like, because there's a certain way like that, like some women in the past that I've dealt with, like approach certain things where it makes you, or like, I don't know if you've been through this, but like there's certain people where they tell you like, hey, this needs to change, but the way they go about it, it's like you get defensive and like
Yeah, they don't have that
it's
tact.
offensive and you're like, fuck that. Like, don't fucking talk to me like that. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know this. You don't know that. But the way my girl is, like, she's like very good at like making me understand myself and my emotions and things like that. And she like really helped me contain all my shit. When I was going through, my low, um, I was ready to like, God, like, I don't want to die, but I was ready to die, like I was like, fuck this shit, it is what it is. This is who I am. This is who I'm gonna be. Like, I'm probably gonna die this year too after my pops died. Because my dad died from like, my dad was an alcoholic his whole life, and like he, was messing around with his nose and doing drugs and stuff like that every now and then. And so I'm kind of the same way. And so like when he passed away, when he first died, bro, I was like, I'm getting sober. And I really believed it in my heart that I was gonna be like sober, like clean. And I didn't drink for like 2-3 days, bro. Like completely sober, didn't drink. And then I think once I finally like saw him in the casket, everything just went downhill, bro. I was getting fucked up, bro. When I got back to Chicago, bro, I was getting out of hand, bro. Like really, really drunk, like doing drugs a lot, just like most of the project, bro. Most of the project when I recorded, I was sitting here with a bag recording, like clenching my jaw high as hell, like writing in my feelings, and I was going through it. But she was able to like, I think most women, like most anybody, bro, because I don't know if I would have had the strength to like help be by somebody's side that was going through something like that, or like acting the way, because I was super self-destructive. But she was able to just like be like, you know what, like, because I remember I had told her in my head, I was like, this is just who I am. This is who I'm gonna be. Like, I'm gonna end up exactly like my dad. There's no way around it. I started seeing more and more and more and more and more of myself in my father. And I was like, that's just what it is. That's what I'm destined to be. Because that's like, when it comes to like alcoholism and like drug abuse and shit like that, like a lot of it comes from like generations of doing that. Like my grandfather was like that. His dad was like that. So my dad was like that. So I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna die. Because my dad was only 46. He wasn't old. So I'm like, and I was 23. So he was twice my age when he passed away. I was like, I don't got that much life left. Fuck it. I was kind of just accepting, just that downward spiral. And she was like one of the only people that like were like, you don't have to be this. There was a lot of people that like I felt like were turning their back on me, and like just completely shunning me because like, oh, well, we're not dealing with you. Like, you're being a shitty person, you're being toxic, this and that. She was one of the only people that was like, look, I know you're going through it, but I'm not finna deal with this shit. So you need to get your shit together. Because if you think you're gonna end up like that, we should break up right now. Because I am not her. I am not gonna stay. I am not gonna be that type of girl. Like, but not in a weird, like, I don't know, bro. It's weird. Our relationship was weird. She was able to like paint it in a way where I'm like, maybe I can be better,
Right.
And
Like
I
it
feel
she knew how to talk to you.
like,
That's beautiful, bro. When there's like that kind of chemistry where it just like settles in, it's like a puzzle piece where it's just
yeah.
you can't even be mad. It's just like, yeah, you're right, baby.
No, yeah, no facts. And the last video that we dropped, that reacquainted music video, that's kind of like my version of a love song. It's like dark and like angsty and shit like that. But one of the lines on there, I said, I'm like, I feel like you were sent for me by someone trying to save me. And like, I really do believe that, because like the way me and my girl got together was like, it was really weird. And I could talk about my relationship for hours, bro. Like, I really love this woman, but I won't get into it too much, But
Mhm.
that song, like, I really do feel like somebody out there, like, it was just written in the stars, like this girl was gonna come into my life and really literally save me. Because if I was single, bro, when I was going through my shit, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'd still be here, bro. I was going through it. So I really do feel like she was like, she was that underlying like blessing. She kind of helped me. And then with my music too, she helped me out a lot. Just like feeling comfortable and like doing what I'm doing now. But yeah, that's why those two songs it's reacquainted. The order of the project is like very specific. So that's why it's reacquainted is like this love song about like this girl coming into my life, and now I want to change my life. She like makes me want to be better. Like she makes me realize the fucked up shit that I'm doing, makes me want to be better. And then it goes right into More Than I Love You, where like I feel like I'm trying to be better and it's still not enough. So fuck that. But so let me talk about the concept of the album real quick.
Yeah,
Because there's
talk
something
about the
that
order.
I've been wanting to talk about it like since I made it, bro. Because I really appreciate it, and I don't think people like, if you don't know, you don't know, you're right, and you don't know to look for things like that. But so I'm writing a movie, and like this is like it's like a passion project. But I've been writing a movie for like I wrote this like short film. I never shot or anything, but I wrote it in like 2016. And there was like it was just like a 5-minute thing, and I was like, where do I go with this? Like the way it kind of like ended, I was like, what comes from this? I never knew. And then one day in 2019, I'm like laying in bed and I just got an idea for like a story, and I was like, bro, that's how I finished that short film that I was writing. I could write this into a whole 2-hour movie, like a whole like full-length movie. So I started writing, I wrote a whole story down. And like realistically, like I'm not gonna be able to like write the whole script, cast people, and shoot it and do all that right now. You know, like I'm a big believer in like, because I have dreams and shit, but I'm a big believer in like you have to work with what you got and like produce the things that you want to produce. Like there's music videos I'm shooting on this little thing. I would love to have like 1 million cars and like a helicopter and a drone and all this awesome shit to like shoot the craziest music videos. But I'm not there yet. So I got this. So I work with this. And so in wanting to make this film, I was like, well, I'm not gonna shoot it, but I can make some music. And so the project, the name of the album is RUSBEL, after my father. But the hell was that noise? My bad. Let me go check this real quick. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard it sounded like a saw.
Bro, these damn cats, bro. They have I got this little water fountain for the cats. It's like a filter, so it's constantly running. And they fucking knocked it over. So it's just like on the ground, empty. There's water all over my kitchen floor, and it's just empty. So that's what that sound was. It was like running, but there was no water.
That's funny. How many cats do you have?
My lawyer made me, or not my lawyer, my landlord said I could only have 2, so I only have 2. But I don't know. I fucking love cats, bro. When I get my own crib, my own land and shit like that, like I'm gonna have like an army of cats, bro. Sounds funny, but I fucking love cats, bro. They're such cool animals. I've been watching on YouTube, like there's like this Russian guy that has a puma as a pet. And I'm watching it, I was like, bro, it's just like it's the same thing as my cats. Like cats are like super like wild still. Like they like our cats like gather in a pack. There's the alpha. And they're not like dogs where like dogs will come up and be your best friend. They're like independent, and I fuck with that about cats. But yeah, bro. So back to the album. Album's named after my father. And so
RUSBEL.
yes, sir. But if you go on SoundCloud, I dropped it on SoundCloud too. Like a month after like I put it on regular streaming services. But it's RUSBEL, the life and love of Frankie Martinez, because that's what I want the film to be, like the life and love. Frankie Martinez is like the main character. Frankie's like a name that I just been wanting to give to my son for, I don't know, like 2 years now. I'm like, I'm gonna name my son Frankie. But so if you go to the album, if you listen to the album in order, so the very first song is Love Me Like This Too, right? And Love Me Like This, it starts off introductory. You're getting introduced to me or Frankie Martinez, depending on like how you want to see it. But there's a main character, right? And Love Me Like This is like, starts off, the very first words on the album is, I keep having these dreams. I'm in this room with no windows, no walls. And then the song starts, and it's just me and my faults, the money I earned, the nights of withdrawals, the bridges I burned, the folks that I buried, I was scared it's my turn. So it's like introductory, like where I'm at, how I feel. And then the hook is, I hope you love me like this, you know? So it's like introducing me or Frankie. This is who I am. I hope you like it. I hope you like this album. That's why I put it at the start of it. It's like, here we go. You're about to know everything you need to know about Jose Franco once you get through this 20-minute project. I put my whole life into 20 minutes. So it's like, I hope you like this, but if you don't, fuck it, we're good. You don't need to like it. So it's kind of that introduction, and then it goes right into Mark Norman, and Mark Norman is about like, it's more like me rapping about like lifestyle and things that I'm going through. So it's like, it starts off like, I got once out in different states, 120 on the interstate, like rapping about like things like that like I was going through, because I caught like a stupid ass like case out in Indiana last year, that I'll touch on later. But so I'm talking about lifestyle. I'm doing drugs, I'm doing this and that, like rapping. And then it goes into why would I wanna, and why would I? And that song is like embracing the lifestyle and acknowledging the lifestyle, saying like, why would I want to do something different when this is the way that I'm living? I like this. I like the chaos. I like the darkness of it, because that's how I operate, bro. I can't. I am in my best when I'm feeling really anxious, or when I'm feeling like down, because that's where my best work comes out. That's where my interactions with other people come out better. Like, because like I'm able to like be
You
truthful.
got nothing to lose. Yeah,
I got nothing to lose. Exactly. So why would I it's like that. Like, why would I want to live long when Yerkes, when Percocets feel this good? Why would I want this? Why would I want that when I got this and that? And so it's like embracing the lifestyle, and then at the end of why would I, there's that skit. It's from one of my favorite movies. Have you ever seen End of Watch?
Not that I'm
End
aware
of Watch.
of. I fall asleep almost every movie I watch, bro. But wait, I haven't watched the end of
You
End
need
of
to
Watch.
watch. Yeah, bro. You got to watch End of Watch. It's about it's about two cops in LA, and it kind of just like goes through.
Who's in it?
It's, I think Jake Gyllenhaal is the white dude's name, right? I think. And man, I'm fucking up. It's I forgot this dude's name, man. He's a Mexican actor, but
Oh yeah, the dude from Narcos. The dude that okay, yeah, no, I did watch it.
Yeah,
and it ends
fire,
terrible.
bro.
Yeah, that's a fire movie.
So sad. That movie's so sad. But so on the song, I took a little skip from that, and it's like a drive-by scene. But so I put it out on the song because it's like, if you listen to it, it's like a drive-by. It's building up. You hear the audio from inside of the van that's gonna go do the hit, and then they do the hit, and then it's just a bunch of gunshots, and then it's screaming. It's, like somebody got killed. And so I put it at the end of that song because it's kind of like, it gives you like day and night. Like, why would I change the way I am? I'm embracing this lifestyle. This is what I love. This is what I do. And then boom, somebody dies because of that lifestyle. And then so right after that, it goes into Too Much to Get Into. And Too Much to Get Into is me saying like, then it's like me like reflecting on the lifestyle. And so it's like, I say, I've seen too many bodies drop. I got nothing. Wait, I've seen too many bodies drop. Got to change the way I move. I don't want to, but I got it on me. It's nothing left to do. I used to get high to escape the shit. Now this shit's scary too. I don't know how to treat my trauma. It's too much to get into. And it's kind of like me reflecting on like, I'm losing people because I'm living this way. I'm probably gonna end up the same way. I don't know how to live any different. And just acknowledging that, like, fuck, like waking up from that moment, you're like, shit. And you're looking around and you're like, am I next? Like, what's going on? And then from Too Much to Get Into goes into Drip. And Drip is kind of like where I was when my father passed away, where I was like, don't necessarily want to die, but I don't want to change. This is my lifestyle. This is how I am. So if something were to happen to me, this is what I want you guys to know. So it's not like a suicide note, but it's kind of like a, just in case anything does happen, listen to the song. This is everything you need to know about how I was feeling. And I wrote that song geeked out of my mind, bro. Like, it was fucked up. Just sitting here like feeling the song starts. I wrote those two songs back to back. And I wrote them on Bird's anniversary. After that, like I came home and I had a bag, I was geeked, and I was just sitting here and I wrote Too Much to Get Into because I was reflecting on that. I was thinking about that shit hard that day. And then I finished that song, and then I had the beat for Drip. And I was scared, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I started panicking because my heart was like pop, 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 like beating crazy. And I was like, fuck. So the song starts, it's like, I can feel my heart getting ready to pop. I'm too calm. Got my pops with me. I'll be straight. When death comes, I'll be golden. No, and then it goes into, more shit. But that's how I was feeling. Like, just in case something were to happen, like, let me write something down real quick. That's why that song's so short too. But so that song, like the main character or whatever, Frankie's like embracing the possibility of death and he's like coming to peace with it. And he's like, you know what? Whatever, it is what it is. This is what you need to know, just in case. And then right after that, I meet my girl. I meet this girl, and she's like making me realize that maybe there's something else out there for me, and so then it comes like me wanting to change and be better and whatever. So there's that spark, that spark again. Like you were going, you imagine like yourself going down, and feeling like, fuck it, it is what it is. And then something comes into your life and you're like, oh shit, maybe I don't want to keep going down. Maybe I'm not okay with continuing in this downward spiral. So let me try to do something different. And so, then that's what that song is. And then it goes into More Than I Love You. More Than I Love You is like, I'm trying to do better and they still don't understand, so fuck it. And then it goes into Drowning. And Drowning is, I say, drowning in love with the shit that's around me. I felt how I felt, so I did what I did. Why you ain't do nothing about it? I'm a product of my own environment. I can't pinpoint when this shit went sour. Mixed signals, bad timing, bad hours. Said fuck it and ran up the miles. Yeah. And that's kind of like, again, like, you know what? I want to be better. I'm trying to be better. I'm going to be better for myself. But if you don't understand it, well, it is what it is. Like, I am who I am, and kind of just like re-accepting yourself. From there, goes into Medicina. Medicina is a song that I wrote after I got locked up last year. I got beat up by the police. I can't really say too much about it just because like I'm still working things out. But they charged me with the felony, saying they're claiming that I beat up a police officer, and not true. But I ended up doing some time, like doing not some time. Don't like I didn't do time, bro. I slept at the police department, and then the next day I was like, all right, can I bond out now? And they're like, nah, bro, you're going to county. I was like, what, bro? What? County for what, bro? Because I deadass did not do anything, and I have it on video. And once my lawyers give me the okay to like go more public with it, I'll put all that information out. But I'm dropping a music video for Medicina this week though, or next week. And it kind of highlights, the situation a little bit, as much as I could,
Right.
Yeah, brother, I was like, why the fuck am I going to county? And like, oh, because you're being charged with the felony. Like, yeah,
they didn't even let you know before that. You're just like,
no,
oh,
bro, they did me so bogus, bro. They did me so bogus. I'll talk about it a little bit. So long story short, they were there to arrest somebody else. And after they arrested them, I was asking questions and they didn't like the fact that I was asking questions. And so without warning, they threw me on the ground, bro, handcuffed me, did some shit to me, and then took me to the department. Did not tell me, hey, you're under arrest for this, you're under arrest for that, nothing. No, I had no idea. They didn't even give me the chance to be like, they didn't say like, hey, man, put your hands behind your back, nothing.
Just
nothing.
Slammed your ass and shit.
1 minute, I'm talking to one officer. This other officer calls my attention. I look over. The officer that I'm talking to over here grabs my ass, throws me on the ground. They start beating my ass. No idea. I had no idea I was under arrest, So then I get to the jail and I'm like, can I bond out? And they're like, it's $1,500 if you want to leave. I was like, well, I got it. Can I bond out? And he's like, you got it? I was like, yes, bro. Like, what? First off, mind your business.
What the fuck?
Like what'd you think? You thought I was like some like just like broke ass like what'd you think? Who did you think you were arresting, bro? And they're like, nah, even if you do have it, you have to go to county because you're getting charged with a felony. I was like, a felony for what, bro? And they're charging me with like battery on a law enforcement officer because they're trying to save their ass. They beat my ass and then went and wrote down that I beat their ass. I was like, okay.
To justify their action.
So try to save their asses or whatever. But so back to the concept of the album, Medicina I wrote, and I'm saying like, I go like, Man, they don't want to see me win. They say I did this, they say I did that, but baby, I'm innocent. I pop what I pop, I sip what I sip. I pop what I pop, I sip what I sip. I need me some medicine. Don't know what it is. It must be my kin. They hate that I'm Mexican. And so I'm like talking about, you know, the last song was like accepting, hey, I'm gonna get better for myself. And if it's not good enough for you, fuck it. And then the very next song is like, I was feeling like, damn, bro, because I grew up my whole life like staying out of trouble. Like I don't do bad shit, bro. I don't never did nothing illegal. You know, maybe like the worst I did was like sell a couple things that I wasn't supposed to sell or something like that. You know what I mean? But like I've never like my whole life, like I had older cousins or older friends from school and things like that trying to get me to gang bang and do this and do that. And I always did my best, like try to be the best person that I could be. And now fast forward, all that, like trying to stay out of trouble didn't mean shit because they still want to get me for a felony. They're trying to take my rights away to you know, own this and own that. And so I'm like, damn, bro, they're trying to make me a felon and I didn't do nothing. So like I was in this mode where it's like, even if I'm trying to be better, it's not going to matter because at this point, it feels like the whole world's against me, you know? And so that's like where the storyline is at that point. And then it goes into Closed Curtains, and Closed Curtains, like reflecting on death again. So it comes back up. Death is like, dying is like something I've mentioned a lot. Because like I said, that was on my mind a lot. And I was in a really dark place when I was making the project. So now you're in a place where like, you've gone through all those emotions of like, I'm accepting going downhill. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to be better. And then you're like, well, it's still not good enough, so fuck it. And then being like, well, I'm gonna be better for myself. And then you're going back down, like, you know what, even me trying to be better for myself, like the world's against me at this point. So now you're at a point where you're like, you know what, like the hook to that song is like, if I gotta die to see you one more time, I might just leave early. I might be high, but my soul's hurting. And that's kind of like, again, accepting death. And it is like, it's like, you know what, whatever life is right here, it doesn't really make too much sense to me. It is what it is. And if that does happen, fuck it. You know, worst case scenario, I get to see my pops and see like one of my close friends again, you know, accepting death again almost. And then, you know, after that, it's the last song. When the Sky Turns Red, it's just like kind of like outro, recap, wrapping all of it together. And I say like, when it all came crashing down, I was the last one found. It was me and these drugs, didn't need no one else. You know, you better ask around. And that's kind of like, you know what? I've gone through all these emotions because I'm thinking about somebody else, because I'm thinking about like being better for you or even being worse for you. And at the end of the day, when my whole life went to shit, there was nobody there besides me and the way that I cope with my feelings. And at the end of the day, that's all we will ever have, you know. And don't get me wrong, like I got my mom's in my life. My mom's a great woman. She tries, and I got a girl that cares about me. But at the end of the day, all of us are here on this earth by ourselves. You know, no matter how strong your support system is, if you rely too much on other people, you're always gonna, at some point, you're gonna hit a wall where you're like, it's just me, you know. And that's kind of where I was at that song. It was just like wrapping it up, like, you know what, this is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be straight because I got myself, and that's where I wanted to leave like the thought. It's just like, you're good on your own. You got yourself, you know. And so yeah, so that's the whole storyline. And I want to make a movie kind of. I already have everything written down. It all kind of encompasses that same momentum, that same storyline and shit like that. So that's passion project shit that I want to do like maybe 5-10 years in the future. But yeah, bro.
I think you got it, man. I definitely see like the cinematic elements behind the music and in the way that you wrote that album and everything that you just told me now. I want to run back and listen to it again, having all that context. But I think I got a lot of that even without the context, which is what you want, you know. It's like
that's what I'm trying to do,
music
bro.
spoke for itself, bro. Like it's you really put it all out there, and I salute you for that, man. It didn't really end based on what you said right now too, though, on like a high note. Like from our conversation right now, I gather like you're at a kind of like at a higher, like more illuminated place right now. And so how do you plan to like follow up on that, or like what's the bridge?
You know, it's a weird thing, right? Because you know, I was in a really dark space when I made that project, and now like I'm not completely sober. Obviously, like I'm sitting here drinking a beer, right?
Yeah.
But I'm better, right? And I'm not as much of like I'm not in such a dark place. And so that's something I've been thinking about, bro. Is like, where the fuck do I go from here with my music? But the reality of it is like I've always been up and down with my shit. So I recorded some shit yesterday that was like still in the same vein, but a little bit different, more like I don't know. I feel like putting that project out and letting all that shit go, because I was feeling that way for like a year and a half, 2 years, right? Like really like down and like angry and just had so like pain, like just had pain and trauma and all this other shit. And when I finally put the project out, it was kind of like I was like releasing all of that. Like music's very therapeutic for anybody that makes music. You know, I was listening to that album, bro. I had the album done in August of last year. Not done, I like because I had to get it mixed and mastered.
Right, but
But
you
I had the order, I had everything, I had transitions, I had everything done. So I was listening to the album every single day from August to January. So what is that? 4 months. And I finally put it out. I don't even listen to it. You know, I might go back every now and then, think like to like think about what I'm gonna do for the videos, but I don't listen to it anymore. And it was kind of like just shedding that skin or that shell, you know what I mean? And like when fucking like crabs like grow, they shed that initial skin or that initial shell and they get a bigger one or whatever. I don't even know if that's how crabs actually work, but you know what I mean when I'm saying like the analogy. So it kind of just felt like I left all that shit on the floor. And like Fiji was telling me too when he was listening to the album, he's like, bro, you gotta stop talking about death, bro. Like that shit's not cool. And my girl too, because I was gonna name the album The Life and Death of Frankie Martinez. And my girl was like, call it The Life and Love of Frankie Martinez. And I was like, that's a pretty cool, different way to put it. And she was telling me like, you know, like Josh and her were like, you know, you gotta get this shit off, but you know, you can't keep talking about this shit. Cause I do believe that like what you talk about in your music is like making music is kind of like casting a spell sometimes, bro.
bro,
Like
to the maximum degree,
it's
like
so it's tough. It's tough, you know. And so like I kind of try to like talk to the universe or to God or whoever. I don't know what really is out there. I think there's something else out there for sure. Cause like the way things are going in my life, it's just like it's too coincidental, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But I try to talk to the universe and be like, hey, just so you know, like I don't want to die. I had to
I
talk
was
about that.
playing, yeah.
You know, like, hey, I just had to get that shit off. You know what I mean? Like I was in my feelings. I had to express myself.
No,
And
I
like
think about that all the time, and the thing is, and what I kind of like conclude, I guess, to justify it in a way is like the universe sees and understands what others don't. You know, like so
yeah,
really what matters is like the intention behind it. Like if you're saying
yeah,
it to speak on
yeah,
it for like reflective purposes and to tell a story, whatever it is, like that's different than actually saying it and like and meaning it and repeating it and having it as like a mantra. But
right.
definitely you got to be careful, man, because with a lot of a lot of late musicians and
Yeah,
especially rappers too, it's crazy, bro, because you go back and you listen to their tracks and pretty much the way that they left almost like perfectly aligns with like the
with what they
karmic
were saying.
energies that
Yeah,
they were playing with, and
bro.
it's scary.
I was gonna bring up Juice World, bro. Like Juice World. Like I never was a fan of Juice World like that. Like when he first came out, I really liked that All Girls Are the Same song. Josh Fiji showed me that when it was first posted on SoundCloud. I was like, bro, what the hell? This is crazy. But I never really like followed up and like kept listening to Juice World. But then after he passed away, I went back and like my girl showed me the song. She's like, bro, he's literally he's got that song where he's like, he says something along the lines like, devil on my shoulder, something. I feel like I'm gonna die soon. I think that came out after he died, bro. Like I feel like that was recorded. I don't know the exact timeline, but he was like saying like I feel like I'm gonna die soon. He was talking about that shit and meaning it, and then boom, it happens. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Shit,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful. Definitely gotta be careful with the energy that you, like what you put out into the world. And like you said, intention is very important.
Yeah, and it also goes like, I guess, in multiple directions, because I don't know, even when I listen to like Nipsey's music, um he's never saying that it's gonna happen to him. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't really verbalizing it in that way, like, yo, this is how I'm gonna die. But the way that he was doing it all the time was like, yo, this is how other people are gonna die, and like
Yeah,
kind of in that competitive sense. So
yeah.
it's whenever you touch on death, you got to be very careful, man.
You
Like
gotta be
Mac
careful,
Miller is another crazy one. When you listen to
bro.
that
When you
man's
listen to
music,
something,
it's
it's
like,
crazy.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Mac Miller was one of like big influences, like especially like being like a Mexican kid, like with like not that he was Mexican or whatever, but he's like a white boy rapping. Like when it came to rapping, like when I was growing up, bro, like when I was like first starting rapping, like I was the only one that wasn't black, and I just felt like I'm like, am I supposed to be here? Like I know
Yeah,
I could
like
rap. I didn't really have that
imposter
confidence in
syndrome or
myself, you
whatever.
know? Yeah, yes, bro. I have that shit bad. Even still now, bro. I kind of like when I pop out to certain places and things like that, I feel out of place. I feel like I don't belong and shit like that. But then you have conversations with certain people and they give you like kind of that validation. You know what I mean? Like people come up to me and like, oh, I appreciate you for this, or I understand this, or I watched, I did this and that. Like I get a lot of love when I go out in public, and not saying like in public, just like at the store and people recognize me. But when I go to like events, like pop
Yeah,
ups,
yeah.
other artists, like I always get a lot of love, and it kind of like a little bit that imposter syndrome goes away a little bit more every time I go outside. So I'm trying to let that shit go completely, because I'm in a place now where I know, I know I'm really good at what I do. And I know that people don't, first off, their music doesn't sound the way my music sounds. They don't talk about the shit that's going on in their life for real the way I talk about the shit that's going on in my life for real. So there's like, and not to like sound arrogant to my own horn, but I know that what I'm doing or that what I've done so far is special. So it kind of like helps me like with that whole like shedding that imposter syndrome. Because when I first started rapping, I was like trying to fit in. Even when I was like part of Decent Militia, not that I'm not anymore, but like when Decent Militia was more a thing, like there was definitely that part of me where I was trying to catch up to Fiji for real, like because
Right.
I've always been like somebody that like rapped about like emo, like emotional, like what I'm going through, like angsty in my head type raps. And then Fiji started rapping. Mind you, this is my manager. He was my manager before he started rapping. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, or if people know that. Fiji was managing me, going to the studio sessions with me, and I was like rapping about my feelings. And he would be sitting there laughing at me, bro, like laughing, like, oh, boo, boo. He's like, where, poor you. And I was like, fuck you, bro. But hey, but I appreciate it, because like that type of tough love is like I said earlier, like I'm like I operate on like chaos and like that. I need to hear the truth, bro. And if you think my shit sounds whack the way that I'm doing it, please tell me, And so that's why I appreciate Fiji, because I probably wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for bro. But what was I saying? But he was my manager, bro, and then he started rapping, and he went crazy, bro. Like his first song he dropped, he was getting hella plays, and his videos were going crazy, and I'm sitting there like, bro, what the fuck? I've been trying so hard for the past like 5 years, and nothing's happening for me. And bro didn't even try his first freestyle. All his music, he doesn't write his music, bro. He freestyles his shit. So like, I was like, this man gets in the booth, plays around a little bit, does a freestyle, and comes out, and we left the studio session with the tail of Big Body Fiji. Like, bro, like, I was like, this man didn't even try, and he has like, I think that song has like 150,000 plays, probably more on SoundCloud. The video was crazy. So like going back to that, like that time, that era, I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about my feelings. Maybe I shouldn't be honest and talk about my life. Maybe I should like try to rap like Josh, like Fiji. So there was like a lot of that where I felt like I was playing catch up. But I also appreciate that time, because it like let me experiment with different sounds, and like different things like that. So yeah, bro, I have really bad like that imposter syndrome shit. Like I fucking feel I get in my head a lot, a lot, a lot.
Me too, bro. That shit is super. Uh, I don't know, but it goes like you said, it goes away with time, man. Because you start to like, as time goes by, I feel like a lot of people start to weave out, you know, and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
that dude was just fucking around. This dude was fucking.
yeah,
So the more time that like you stay consistent and you like pulling up and you're releasing shit, people are like, oh wait, this is for, and it's because it's not a
yeah,
coincidence, you know. It's like if you were just rapping some wacko shit that was not personal to you, some like copy paste rhymes, you would probably get tired of it at a time because
yeah.
you're not even doing it for like the therapy of it, you know.
I
Like
do
I'm sure
yourself.
you feel the same way that I do, in that way that it's like it's therapy before
Yeah,
anything else. Like I can't
yeah,
stop doing this shit, even if I wanted to, if I tried. Like the only way I will stop is if I go mute. Like whether people catch on or not, you know, eventually they will, but it's gonna, there's no option, you know.
yeah.
um
No, that's real, bro. There's a shit that was hot at that time that it doesn't. Because you got to think when Fiji started rapping, that was like the breakthrough of the whole like SoundCloud era, like
SoundCloud, yeah.
and RIP Lil Peep and X, they were going crazy, and their music is still fire. But then you had shit like, I don't want to name names and shit, but there was other SoundCloud rappers that were just like dropping some bullshit and who got signed and did that and all this other shit, and they don't even like, people don't listen to them no more. They're not relevant anymore. They just completely fell off because the difference between like what those dudes were doing and like what Lil Peep or X or whoever else is like still around was doing is that honesty and that doing shit that like honest with like you said, like the shit that's real is gonna stay around forever. Because there's a difference between like people like liking the way a song sounds and, oh, I'm gonna turn up to this song, and then people being able to relate to something. And so if you have a message, like I have shit that like I dropped in like 2015 that I hate, bro. Like I go back and I listen to it because like I feel like my voice was undeveloped and like
Right.
I sound weak and like I sound whack on the beats and shit like that. Where I go back and I listen to it, I'm like, this is trash. But then there's people that still hit me up like, yo, bro, where? Because I delete all my shit, bro. I delete my stuff.
I've gotten
Hey,
into that habit recently
I
too, bro.
do, bro. I go back and listen to some shit. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm making that private. I'm taking that off of SoundCloud. But there's people that hit me up like, yo, bro, people that I never even knew like enjoyed my music or like anything, like listen to it, like would hit me up and be like, yo, bro, where's this project? I'm looking for this project from 2015. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, bro? That shit is trash. It's just like, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but people, when you connect with people, when people relate to something, that lives in their mind longer than just like, oh, this is a fun song, you know?
So much of a deeper connection too, and especially too when you can match that up with growth and you let them see the growth,
Yeah,
then it's like, yeah, it's unstoppable, the type of roots that are being planted that way. Other than, on the other hand, it's just like, I don't know, doing what's hot, and
yeah.
you didn't have much to offer in the first place.
Did you see Jack Harlow's video? You know
Uh,
you know who Jack Harlow is, right?
yeah. I saw some video. I don't know which one.
He, of him rapping when he was probably like 12, 13 years old, bro. You haven't seen it?
Oh, like on a porch or some shit.
Yeah,
Like
bro.
a
He's like a
music
little ass
video or
kid.
just like a Instagram
Bro,
post.
it's a music video. It's a music video. If you would know if you saw it, bro. It came out like 2 days ago. I don't know if he like
Oh,
put it
okay,
out or,
yeah. I think I saw a clip or something of
bro, he's
him
like a
rapping.
little ass kid rapping, bro. And
Yeah.
and he was hey, look, I fuck with it. I think he was going crazy. Um, but but that's the thing is like that shit wasn't out there for a reason, right? But I think about it like, man, I hope my videos from back then don't come out because that shit is trash. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers clown me, motherfuckers gonna laugh at me, bro. I was like, I hope that shit doesn't happen to me. It probably will though. That's the internet's scary, bro. They could find anything.
Yeah, dude. Right now we haven't seen like the downsides of it, but I'm sure when they're shining the light on you, that shit is mad annoying, bro. They could fuck
Yeah.
around and revive your MySpace comments or some shit, bro.
Right.
Download
Motherfuckers don't
them
want
from
to
the
find out my
backlog
shit.
and post that shit.
Yeah,
We
bro.
all getting canceled.
Oh, bro, I'm ready. I'm waiting for it, bro. I'm waiting to get canceled. That shit is so stupid, bro. I hate cancel culture. It's so fucking dumb to me. It's like, bro, like why are you going out of your way to dig up tweets from 2011, bro? Like that was 10 years ago. People change, you know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong. Like there's certain things that like, yeah, maybe you should get canceled for. Like if you're like, I don't know, like emailing or like messaging little girls and shit like that. Like that's some shit that like Chris D'Elia, bro.
Yeah,
You see what's going on with him? Like, yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. That's just kind of.
yeah.
I'm
You
okay
might
with
have
that
to
type of
get
cancel
the
culture.
X.
You know, I'm okay with like that level of like saying, hey, we don't fuck with you. My hair's bogus. I need a haircut. But I'm okay with that level of being like, you know what, we don't fuck with you anymore. This is a shitty thing to do. But like digging up like old tweets of like something that somebody said when they were little, or like I don't know, whatever else that people get canceled for, like bro, you got to give people chances, for one, to make mistakes, and two, to grow, bro. Like I'm a strong believer in that. Like you're not your past. You know, none of us are our past. We're who we are right now in this moment.
Right.
You know, because everybody has moments where they go through shit, or they're ignorant to something, or they don't know any better, or whatever. And then they learn, and that's why they don't act the same way they act. That's why those tweets that, you know, whoever you're digging up these tweets from, like whoever, like Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, or whoever it is, like whatever rapper, whatever artist, you're digging up tweets from like 10 years ago. But like, bro, the reason they don't still tweet like that is because they've grown. They've developed. They're not as ignorant or whatever. You got to give people a chance to grow. And I feel like the internet right now is everybody's so like sensitive and like aggressive, and like
Right.
people think that what they're doing is righteous, but it's really bullying, bro. Like canceling somebody online for like minor shit, that's some bullying ass shit, bro. That's not cool. That's not nice. You're not helping anybody by being mean
You're
to somebody.
not. You're making the world like
Making the
kind of
world
like a
worse.
treacherous place where you don't.
Yeah.
There's now no open communication, no room for growth and
And now there's no
mistakes.
honesty, bro. And now there's no honesty. Now everything you do is like everybody's just pandering to somebody else. You know, like there's no more honesty. There's no more like being able to have a real dialogue about anything, because it's like if you do say something that if you say things like we should have an open discussion about things, people automatically, oh, you're a Trump supporter. That's some Republican shit. You're racist. You're this. You're that. And it's like, so the people that like Hollywood wokeness, like white, like when my worst thing, the worst thing about last year, bro, when like rest in peace George Floyd, that shit was fucked up. The thing that I hated the most from that came out from that was like these actors coming out and like pretending like they cared, when you know damn well they didn't give a fuck before, and like you didn't give a fuck about, bro. Black people have been getting killed by the police for like the last 10 years. Well, obviously throughout history, but like it's been really fucked up and on video for like the past 10 years. These white actors never said anything, but they're like, the world is so like that cancel culture shit is so scary that they're like trying to get ahead of it by like pandering to certain people and like pretending like they're nice and pretending like they're caring. There's no more honesty. And I feel like that's more dangerous than like somebody like I have the story when I was working construction in Texas, back in 2016, and this is like right, Trump had just been elected. It was actually summer 2017. But I'm on a crew. We're all Mexican. It's me and my Theo was my superintendent. He got me the job, and the rest of the crew is like guys like from Nuevo Leon. They're coming on work visas. They're coming because it's 2 hours away or whatever. They're coming and working. We're doing our job. Our whole crew is Mexican, and then this truck pulls up because we all have our work trucks. Another work truck pulls up, and it's a different crew, and it's like 3-4 like tatted up white dudes, skinheads. They're flying the Confederate flag. They got the Confederate flag on their license plate. They got the Confederate flag on the side. Bro, I swear to God, on this one truck, there was like 4 or 5 Confederate flags. And obviously you have that initial reaction. You're like, what the fuck? Because I felt the same way. I looked at my deal. I was like, what the fuck is up with this? You know, and I started to get like defensive, you know, like, because you automatically fuck that. They're racist. They're racist. You're like, fuck that shit. And not to say that they weren't, but my deal was like, look, those dudes, they might have their beliefs, and you might disagree with their beliefs, and they're probably wrong. You know, I don't fuck with them flying that flag. I don't agree with it, and I know they're wrong, and you know they're wrong. But hey, those guys have never said one thing bogus to me. They've never been disrespectful. I've even gone out and had drinks with them after like busting our ass, because out there, like, all it is, you're working. I was working like 12-hour shifts, and like
that's a hard job, bro.
110 degree, like I was working on the pipelines, bro, and oil, and that shit is no fucking joke. But he kind of told me, he's like, you know, like, that's who they are, and at least you know exactly who they are. And I'd rather, and like that shit stuck with me, because like I know these guys are like Confederate flag flying, probably racist, but don't know they're racist white boys. And I'd rather like know that when I'm having a conversation with you, like, this is who you are, so that way I know who you are for real, as opposed to like the white person who pretends to like care about Black Lives Matter, who pretends to care about the children in cages, and pretends to care about these social issues.
BLM, remember that?
Yeah, like, bro, because these white people, like, I don't like the white people that do that shit, because it feels more racist in a way, bro. It feels like, oh fuck, like in their head they're like, fuck, I'm racist. Or there's that video of me in blackface from high school, or there's like this video of me dressing up as like an elote man or whatever it is, or I did some racist shit, or this. I know I'm racist. Let me get ahead of it by like, hey, just so you know, I'm not racist. You know, that's what it feels like. They're coming out, hey, I'm not racist, just so you know. When in reality, like, they're still implicit in their bias and what they do. So like,
yeah, and it's like the
know,
whole
bro,
culture that pushes people to do it in that way, which is like not tasteful, you know, because it's just like, okay, why do you have to post about it? Like, why does that have to be the way to deal with it? That means nothing. Like that.
I mean, I'm all for like spreading awareness on issues and shit like that. Like, I get it, but it just feels weird when it comes from like, when a white person just does it like out of nowhere. Like, I had this one, bro. I had this one white person who was trying so hard to not be racist that they like did some racist shit. Like, not like, I didn't get offended or whatever. Like, I know they meant well, but I met this white person, and so like they're like, oh, what's your name? I'm like, Jose. And like, oh, okay, for sure. Is it Jose or is it Jose? And I'm like, like, I was looking like that, bro. Like, bro, you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, and that's like part of the thing where he was like trying to like respect the way I identify, and like the way I he wanted to know how do I say your name the right way, you know? And like I care about how you say your name. How do you want me to say it? And it's just like, bro, like, shut the fuck up. Like, talking about, is it Jose? Like, bro, like, you don't speak Spanish. You're not speaking Spanish to me. Like, it's Jose. Like, I don't know, like that. Like, we're in a weird time where I feel like a lot of these people that are like pretending to care, like, probably some of the worst ones. Like, don't get me wrong, people that are like fucking outwardly racist are obviously worse, because you want to deal with that shit. Like, that shit is fucked up. You shouldn't be racist. Like, but I don't know, bro. I kind of feel more comfortable with people just like being straight up. Like, I feel more comfortable seeing the white dude with the MAGA hat, or the white dude with the Confederate flag, than I do seeing like,
it's like the dot is on the map, the target is on the map, instead of just like
exactly,
not having the
I know
radar.
exactly who I don't fuck with in this room. Instead of saying like the white dude who's like self-righteous and has like a BLM mask or something like that, because then it's like, well, what are their intentions for real, you know? Like, and don't get me wrong, there's probably a bunch of white people and other people that like actually do care, and so they're trying to care, and you can't fault people for trying to like do what they think is right. But I do feel like a lot of these people have other agendas and other intentions behind what they do.
For sure.
But that's just me. But I'm a pessimistic person though, so I might be wrong. Who knows? But
No, I
the
mean,
dollars.
I agree and I disagree in certain parts. Like, I think it's overall, it's better than the opposite of just like, yo, sweeping everything under the rug and like continuing it to be that way. But at the same time, I feel you. It's like, it's just annoying, unauthentic, and it's like, it's also from a global scale, like pretty blind to the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all right, when some shit happens in the United States, like, it's a huge thing. Like, something happens in France, everyone is changing their profile pictures to the fucking flag, but like every day people are dying. There's like genocides in Africa and shit. So I don't know. Sometimes it's always just like a social media trend, like, oh, this happened. Even I know publicists, bro, in the music game that were like shunning artists that didn't upload like some sort of content where they were speaking on the matter, and they would be given that game that advice, like, yo, if you're an artist right now, like, you better make sure that when someone pulls up your Instagram, you got that
They can
badge
see
where they
that.
know exactly what it is and which side are you
Bro,
on. But it's
the
like,
worst thing I hate is like the girl. And no disrespect, there's no disrespect to like IG models and girls like that, because like I respect the hustle for sure. But the thing that I hate the most is like the girl that has like whatever social issue she cares about just in her bio, but like all her posts are like just like
dating suit.
nothing. They're like there's no activism for real. It's just like there's no like people aren't actively changing things or like fighting for shit in real life. They're just like posting the little link in the bio, but then the whole timeline is just ass and titties or like whatever, you know. And that should be rubbing me the wrong way. I'm just like, bro, you don't have to fake care about things. It's okay to not care. I don't think everybody should care about something.
I agree, man. Do you think like Mexican, not just just like, how, what the fuck is the term even these days? Latin American, like Latinos
Yeah.
in the United States, however the fuck you want to say it, but like kind of the discrimination and like the issues that our community face on a day-to-day basis don't receive like enough light sometimes, because I feel like it's like, I don't know, like, where is like the brown lives matter. And I want to be very careful when touching on that topic, because I'm not trying to take any light away from what's going on with the Black
Right.
community, because it's obviously like, more deep rooted on a global scale, and has gone to extremes that are just like fucking terrifying. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro, like our La Raza too, like, fuck, bro, no, I feel like no one talks about that shit a lot of times.
Well, I think a big part of it is like where you look, because it's kind of the same thing about like where you said is kind of the same thing that like old heads say, like, where's the real music? Where's the real music? All this shit is the only thing I see is Cardi B, wet ass pussy. That's all I see. All I see. There's no more real hip hop. When there's a ton of like shit going on for real. There's a ton of like rappers like Earl and other underground rappers that got that like that feeling, that shit. So when it comes down to the activism shit or like the social issues, I think it's the same thing, like, yeah, you watch, if you look at the regular news or whatever, all you're gonna see is white people and black people. And well, for one, it's because like that's been one of the main things, and like black people are discriminated against not only in America but everywhere. Like even in Mexico, bro. Like like people like me, I got privilege in Mexico compared to like a darker skinned Mexican. I feel at least growing up, even in Chicago, like the people that are darker definitely get shunned and treated a little bit differently. So it's a wider thing because you could be black and Mexican, you could be black and you know what I mean. Because like the difference is like being Latinos is ethnic, like there's black Mexicans and there's white Mexicans. There's darker, like it's like racially, like Mexican or Latino isn't a race.
Right.
So I feel like that's why that's a bigger issue, is because nationwide you're dealing with race. But also to touch on Latin issues specifically, like you just got to find the right places to look. Like I don't know if you're familiar with the Instagram page Fools Gone Wild,
Yeah.
but Fools Gone Wild, like it's a meme page. They post a lot of jokes and shit like that. But when something racist happens to a Mexican or whatever, any type of Latino person, like they're posting that shit, bro, and they're spreading it. They're spreading it like wildfire. Like I seen like maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago this video of like a couple calling this Mexican like a wetback or whatever they were calling him, right? Like saying some
I saw that video.
and so they're posting their shit everywhere. So that's you said like where's the Brown Lives Matter shit, and I don't think that's the right way to look at it, just because like it's there. It's there. You just got to find the right places. And I don't think we're ever gonna ever in our lives, at least in my lifetime, I don't believe that we'll ever see on the mainstream media people talking about Mexican issues. Because if you go back, I don't know what growing up, what the school system was for you, but when I was taught in history class, like I didn't know anything about Mexico, bro. I don't know anything, and I still don't even know that much about my own culture and where my people come from. I don't know that much about the Mayans and the Incas and all the shit that was going on in Mexico before the colonization. I don't know anything, because all throughout high school, I was learning about, segregation, white people being racist, and Jews, like the Holocaust and shit like that. That's all I learned about. And I always wondered, like, where were the Mexicans during? Because I'm sure like we didn't just pop up. We didn't just like, or like not even just Mexicans, but Latino people. Like we didn't just pop up out of nowhere. So what was going on? Like I don't know anything about the history. So I feel like we probably won't ever see something in the mainstream media that's like fighting for Mexican lives or Latino lives. But that's where personal responsibility comes in to make sure you yourself are keeping aware and or staying aware of what's going on in Mexico, in these other countries. Like is a part of it is if you really care like that, part of it is your responsibility to go out and seek these things and think about how can I help these people. Like it might not be a big thing to me, but anytime I see a street vendor, I spend $20 whether I'm getting one elote or not, or I'll go and buy like 5-6 paletas. I don't need it right now, but just to help out, with the people that I see in my real life. Now there's probably more that I could do, like maybe donate to certain organizations and things like that. But then with that comes like doing research and knowing things, and I don't really know too much yet. So I don't know. There's definitely more focus on white and black. But that goes back to like the media just wanting to divide people. It's easier to divide people on like white or black. And then what they do a lot of times with Latino folks too is that they kind of trick Latinos into like picking sides too, instead of being like I'm Mexican and I care about my issues. I've had conversations with Mexicans who are like Trump supporters or like fuck they be saying like fuck BLM and shit like that, or or who will say the same thing like oh well yeah, but the black people get killed by police, but so do Mexicans, or like so do Latino people. It's like, well, I'm not gonna say that they don't, they probably do, but the fact of the matter is there's an issue between the way police treat citizens. The media goes and says it's racial, it's white versus black, which a lot of it is racist. Don't get me wrong, a lot of these cops are racist. The cops that beat my ass, bro, it was a Puerto Rican dude like this tall and a black dude. They weren't beating my ass because they thought I was, a wetback or whatever. They weren't looking at me like, it wasn't racial. They were looking at me like it was an abuse of power. Hey, we're cops. You don't fucking talk to us like that. Boom, we're asserting our dominance. And I feel like a lot, don't get me wrong, racism is definitely an issue, but I feel like the media kind of plays it up to where people, we will never be able to agree on anything, because everybody's like, well, I'm black, well, I'm white, well, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Latino, I'm trans, whatever it is that you identify as, like, we're all just divided and we all only care about ourselves. Instead of fighting back, the real issue is the way police treat citizens, the way governments protect the rich and don't give a fuck about the poor. If all the poor people in America decided to get together and change the country, we would actually make it somewhere. But what are the poor people in America doing? They're fighting over race. They're fighting over racism, being offended. if everybody, like, we're all just dividing, and like our bubble is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, to where like, oh well, I'm Latino, I only support Latinos. I'm trans, I only support trans people. I'm black, I only support black people. I'm white, I only support white people. We're all just like dividing like this, and at the end of the day, we're all fucking broke, and we're all still getting the shit end of the stick when it comes to the big picture, you know. So I think in order for like any real change to come, we all have to kind of come to an agreement where like, yo, race is an issue, but like, let's put that to the side real quick, and like, let's talk about class, and let's talk about how we can try to topple these corporations. I think that's part of what kind of happened when with this whole GameStop thing with the stock market. It was a bunch of people on Reddit that were like, hey,
Yeah, that shit was
we're gonna stick it to these billionaires. And they did it, bro. They did it. I got homies who got rich off that shit, bro. Like, who just knew that it was gonna happen and invested, and crazy amounts of money. And I'm like, damn, bro, you couldn't have fucking told me about it. You couldn't have given me a heads up.
isn't the bitch when that happens, you're just like,
I'm
fuck,
like,
you
you just
got how
missed
many?
out completely. I have like a bunch of stocks that now that aren't doing shit. They're just sitting there. I'm like, fuck, bro, when is it gonna blow up? When is it gonna blow up?
That's the thing, bro. The same
But
shit
yeah,
happened
bro,
to me.
it's just like I think what, in order to, the only way we're ever gonna change anything is if we all like start to focus on like class and like government versus people, or people versus the government. Until then, we're all just going to keep fighting each other about, you know, whether you're a king or a maniac or a crip or a blood. We're all killing each other. Or whether you're black or you're white, like, we do a really good job as people of just dividing ourselves. And I don't know.
Yeah, we do an excellent job at that, man. And but no, I appreciate your perspective on that, and I agree with you in lots of ways. Still, man, I don't know, just like coming from Central America, there's so much shit that like the United States specifically did that was like pretty much homicide and
Mhm.
like bad
Yeah.
genocide is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's always a battle for me because I always feel like I'm being torn apart. Like on one side, it's like I have this side that's like, all right, yeah, I've seen the benefits that the United States can give, the
Yeah.
opportunities that is given to my family, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But on the other hand, it's like they
What's the
caused
cost of
and
it?
funded like genocide in my country off of
Yeah.
money for just
Yeah.
for fruit. So
And that's something that I've been noticing a lot recently too. When I look at like the government, the shit that we do, as I mean, obviously we don't do it like me and you, because I don't have any control over what the government does. But I sit here and I'm reaping. Is that the word, reaping? I'm reaping the benefits of the U.S. being bullies and going in and making sure they have a control over others people's resources, and it's like I'm living comfortably, honestly. Like, obviously there's times where like I'm struggling, or I need to go and try to make some money real quick and do this and this and that. But really, like, I'm living comfortably compared to like what other people in other countries are going through. So you kind of feel that guilt of like, I'm living comfortably, but at what cost,
right,
and and if I had the chance, for real, if I really had the chance to say, you know what, I wish like we didn't bomb people, and I wish we weren't bullies. And if I could say, like, if you sit there and think like, if we could get rid of that and then just be a lower class country, how many of us would really turn that in? Like, I don't know if I would, to be honest. And it might be fucked up, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would want to live a little less comfortable, um to be nicer to other countries. Because I feel like if America isn't the one being the bully, like, somebody else is gonna, step in and do it. And so it's like it goes back to human nature, bro. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants power, and it's like you got to do some fucked up shit to maintain power, to get power in the first place. So it's like, do you want to be the people that do you want to be with the bully that is getting all the money and is doing all the shit, or do you want to be a kid that's getting bullied because you're nice, or you're passive, or you don't believe in violence? And it's a complicated subject for sure. I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, I would love for there to be, you know, peace and happiness, but I don't think we'll ever get that.
Yeah, no, but that's real, man. It's like, yeah, how many really would trade in the comforts, but it's good and important to recognize like that it does definitely come at a cost. And I
Yeah,
think from there, like, consciousness can come in, and it doesn't necessarily have to be one way or the other, but yeah, one thing is for sure, bro, is being in the States is privilege, bro. Ever since I moved to Mexico, bro, shout out to La Raza, bro. Honestly, dude,
yeah,
the one thing I like, my one realization is like when I first got here, and I still feel this every day, is like, bro, I'm a fucking pussy, bro. Compared
yeah.
to the type of
No,
shit that I see
100%.
here, I'm like, bro, I'm so soft, bro. I'm such a fucking
Yeah.
pussy.
No,
Like,
bro, I'm a fucking bitch compared to like, bro, because we have it so good, bro. We have it so good, and even just like even just seeing like the shit that my dad had to go through and my mom had to go through to make sure, excuse me, to make sure that I had a roof over my head and make sure that I had like money to go, you know, to school and eat and shit like that. It's crazy, bro. You know, my dad, he worked like 6, 7 days a week his whole for 20 years from the time that he was like 20 years old or maybe 21 till the time he died, bro. My father and he busted his ass and did what he could to make sure that my mom was good and to make sure that I was good and my little brother. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here, I'm 25. I don't have no kid. I'm not working construction. I'm cool just skating by right now. You know, like, you know, when I need money, I go out and I get it. But like, I'm not busting my ass 6, 7 days a week so I could go and get a mortgage and do this and start a family and all that shit, bro. I'm just like, I can't do it, bro. I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. Like, there's one thing about Latino people is that motherfuckers work, bro. And that's something that like our people really understand and appreciate still, is because you see where you're at right now and you see how hard they struggle. You're like, you got to imagine if you were living there and in your mind, going to America is all I have to do is get to America. Because once I get there, if I just work 6 days a week, I'm gonna have everything I've ever wanted. And, you know, people have that drive, but we're fucking out. We're over here born with everything, like access to everything we want, really. You know, being poor in America, it's nothing compared to like living in a completely different country. You know, we still have it really good.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, man. Well, I hope to see you out here soon, bro. It's honestly pack a lot, bro, because you might never leave.
yeah. No,
This
I
is
was thinking the same thing, bro.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. I see it happen so much, especially now with Corona, because like
yeah. People don't
specifically
have people
there's
come
a
back.
lot of people that, yeah, especially that worked in the service industry and lost their jobs and shit, and they low key like start to pour in, and they're just like, what, like, rent is
Yeah,
how much here? Like, I watched how many whales flip from my porch today, like from my
damn.
balcony, like shit is crazy. But
You said Wales?
whales, bro. Like you can just be there and just like they'll do a show for you, bro. You just see whales flipping, like what the fuck is
That's
going
crazy.
on? It's crazy. And yeah, it's a really cool place to live, bro. I met this kid, who I'll probably bring on the show, but he he's 17 now. When he was 11, he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He
Oh
had
my
like
god.
a tumor that was so close to his spine that they were not going to be able to operate, and they gave him 4 months to live. And he's from Romania. And
At
then,
11?
yeah, at 11, bro. And then
Damn.
with his pops, he pretty much just like made the decision, like, yo, fuck it. If there's no hope, as they say, like, let's just go to South America and live like a crazy life for my last 4 months, and like try
Yeah,
and find some alternative medicine. But if it doesn't work, like at least I'm not going out on the bed like tweaking off
yeah,
the chemo.
yeah.
So that's what they did, bro. And now they came here, and yeah, he's 17 now, bro. He's like
Damn.
100% cancer free. His
He's cancer
his
free.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like his whole like
That's
tumor shrunk, disappeared, and pretty much all that he would do was like, I mean, he switched his whole diet up, like started eating local food from around here, mainly fish, like straight
yeah, yeah,
mariscos. and
The good shit.
he was importing some cannabis medicine from Holland, like some super strong concentrate, and then swimming. He swims like 5 kilometers in the ocean.
Damn, bro.
So yeah, it's been definitely like awakening to see the other possibilities, and I felt like I needed to leave the States to get my perspective back because I felt like I was
Yeah,
getting too spoiled where I was like, and I was starting to lose like I don't know, bro. I felt
your
like I
drive.
needed to, yeah, my drive, my appreciation, even my chivalry to a certain point. I was like,
Yeah.
I need
Yeah,
to
bro. I
go.
mean, you just become like once you live a certain lifestyle, you just get kind of entitled to it. You know,
Mhm.
you become entitled. Like, oh, why should I struggle? What the fuck? This is America. I'm not. Fuck. What? You know, you start to fight for shit you feel like you deserve. When a lot of shit, like a lot of us don't deserve shit, bro. We got it easy. Especially
Yeah,
especially me compared to the way my parents busted their ass, bro. I don't deserve the life I live at all.
yeah, man, it's crazy. I think about that a lot. But but yeah, bro, shit, we've been talking here for a minute.
Long time.
I yeah.
Time is 4 o'clock. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, but nah, that's ill, man. That's
Yeah,
we cover a lot of ground, and I got so much context for your project. Like I
yeah,
said, and I'll reiterate, I really enjoy listening to it front to back. I can't do that always, but you know, with you, like I specifically remember I was like, nah, I'm gonna set the time to just like connect to my headphones and listen to this experience the way that it was meant to
yeah.
be, because you could just tell, bro, like when we first met, or you know, it's just when you lock eyes with someone, when you shake someone's hand, you could tell almost if you want to listen to their music or not. That's
Yeah,
how I felt.
yeah, low key, right.
So I was like, all right, yeah. And
No, I appreciate you listening to it that way because I make my music that way. You know, when I put a whole project together, I all the details, the way the song switch from song to song, how
Mhm.
long each song is, like all of that shit is something that I pay attention to. So I appreciate that you took the time out to listen to it front to back the right way, and yeah, revisit it, knowing everything that I just told you today. And if anybody that is watching this hasn't listened to it, you know, go back and rewind this conversation and listen to the story and the concept and listen to the project. And yeah, let me know. I'm on IG at Jose Franco SSW.
Oh, I
That's
almost
my
forgot.
stuff everywhere.
What's the SSW?
SSW 6 Ad World. So that's
Oh, okay,
me,
word.
my homies. Yeah. So yeah, Jose Franco SSW on IG, Twitter. I just made a Twitter again, even though I fucking hate Twitter. But I don't want to get into that because we could talk another hour about how fucking toxic Twitter is. Um, we'll just have to say that for the next podcast. But
Yeah, for sure,
yeah,
man.
yeah, Jose Franco SSW on everything. My album's available for streaming everywhere you could possibly imagine. I'm dropping videos all week or all year. I'm
When's the
dropping
next
one
one?
probably next week. I'm dropping the Medicina video, and that one's it's action packed. I'll say that. It's a nice video. So
Word, man. Well, I can't
yeah,
wait. And
yeah.
yeah, when the reacquainted one comes out, I might have to even light a cigarette to that, bro.
But more than I love you, more than I love you,
More than,
because
oh yeah, sorry, no, yeah, that's
reacquainted.
what I meant. My bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, no, 100%. More than that video is crazy too. It's super cinematic. It's a cool little story, and want to shout out Dog Food Media, my homie Harry. He helped me bring that video to life. He did a really good job, so I'm excited. And then shout out the Gear Summer Boys. They shot the video that I'm about to put out, the Mendocino video. So we're all working, man. The videos are gonna be crazy. Like I said, I appreciate you having me. Appreciate the conversation. I've been wanting to do something like this since I was a kid. So appreciate you taking the
Oh
time
hell
out.
yeah.
And,
Well, it's an honor to have you on, man. I appreciate you for taking the time. And yeah, man, it's all love. We're in touch. Hope to see you out here soon. If not, I might have to bust my way to Chicago sometime again. I'm reminiscing the
as soon
good
as
old
my
days.
girl, as soon as my girl gets that passport, we're going. So
All right, word.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Can't wait.
For sure, bro. All right,
All
peace.
right, G. Peace.